Chapter 4 Dragon Season.
Whoa,
Good clip.
I don't know who that was.
I don't know, but we're live now. So welcome everyone to DieFall presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and this, of course, I always forget this. One of these episodes. 18, episode 18. Yeah, the penultimate episode, maybe. Frick, man. When I was doing prep today, I was like, huh. Well, depending on what they actually decide to do today, next time could be the finale, or we're just here forever. So, I mean, either way, up to y'all how you want to do it. But, yeah, so welcome everyone to episode 18 of Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Let's talk to some people. Dungeon Dame, how are you? How you been? What you been up to? What's going on in your world?
I am
the wild north.
The wild north of Canada.
Yeah. Yes.
It is good. Next weekend is Thanksgiving, which you guys don't know because you're in America. But
It's like a month early.
Us Canadians have it in October, and it's next week for me.
Ah, okay. Why is it that much earlier?
Why is yours so late? I don't know.
I just assumed that Native American genocide started on that day, and so we just made it that day.
Maybe Canada was a little early for
We were
that.
a little bit
started
ahead of
earlier.
you
They
guys.
started, and America's like, oh, that's how it's done.
Oh,
Ah,
right.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell.
Probably.
So I get a long
Wrapped in a
weekend
smallpox
next
blanket.
weekend. Yay.
Nice. That's wonderful.
Very excited.
That's good. What are you gonna do with your weekend?
My
You know
parents
yet?
are coming over for dinner, and that's all I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Yes. Fantastic. I'm realizing now that my very bright back there on my camera. No wonder my green screen was acting up earlier, but that's fine.
You're good.
Cool. Well, lucky you. Lucky you. Mike, how you been, bud? That beard is coming in fierce.
I know.
I can tell you that much.
I'm regretting saying that I wasn't going to cut my hair or shave until the last episode because now it's like, what? We're going to have like another break?
There's another break.
episodes.
Yep.
Yeah, so this thing's going to be massive by the final episode.
Do not regret, only embrace.
Yeah.
Gotta
That's
braid
the
it.
only thing I can. Yeah, braid it.
Braid
There
it.
you
Gotta
go.
braid
I
it.
got enough that I probably could get a little braid going.
If you don't braid it, then I'm gonna cry.
Wow.
There,
That's-
that's as good as I can go. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
it.
maybe. Yeah, you might be able to make it work. It take a little bit of effort, but I think you might do that. Well, cool, man. Well, so what have you been up to? How's the spooky cuties have been fast and furious?
Yes,
All
I've
ready
got
this
them
month.
up on the store. Finally got that rolling. Don't have a bunch of fruity cutie stuff up yet, but I do have the spooky cuties that are going to be on the store until Halloween. Very excited about that.
Nice.
Oh, yes, I did notice your latest one's name sounded awfully familiar.
Oh yes, Mina Maze Runner, the Minotaur.
I was like,
Because yeah, I've been doing my own little Inktober list.
Yeah.
Not with ink, because I draw with pixels.
It still counts, right?
digital ink.
I say that it counts.
Hey, I count it.
Yeah, just doing little monsters every day for the month of October.
Nice, man. Fantastic. Wait, who's next on the around? Oh, it's Stella. Hey, Stella, how you been? I know it's been so long since we've talked to each other.
Forever. Age.
All of 3 days or something. But so how's your early October been?
Good. It's still 90 degrees here in Florida.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Yep, sounds right. Yep. Mhm.
There's candy everywhere. Everyone wants to sell overpriced candy.
Yes. Also good.
I'm probably gonna wear my inflatable raptor dinosaur costume again this year.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
love that.
Yep.
Nice. You gonna wear it on stream too?
Heck yeah. I won't be able
Awesome.
to see anything. The head will be like up here. And my actual head will be down here, but it'll be great.
That's fine. We'll just angle the camera up to the raptor head, and then just wave it around a lot when you talk, and then I feel like that'll
Perfect.
get the point across. Yeah, easy. And then you gotta play something that's like really intense, like Apex, and just like try and play that as the raptor. Yeah, I think
so the
I
little
think we've
window
got
is
it
like
figured out.
mesh, so you can
Yeah.
see through it, but not really. It's gonna
Yep.
be great.
It's
I
gonna
feel
be
like
awesome.
this is perfect.
So could
This
you
is very
play
good.
DDR on stream with that thing on?
I could probably do that better than I play Apex.
Just saying.
I'm hearing ideas right now, man. This is gonna be good. This is good. I feel like you've got a month worth of content here if you really wanna string it together.
I support it.
Yeah, absolutely. More Raptor costumes.
Yes.
I'm down. This seems like a great idea. Hey, Bravo. How are you? What's up?
Good. I've just been chilling. Inktober's
chilling?
been kicking my butt.
It looks great though.
Thank
so if you
you.
guys haven't been following Cassie on Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, there's a lot of creepy siren things, and then there was like they built a person, and it's spooky stuff, but it's really good.
I have no idea what to do for today. I have zero. What kind of prompt is husky? What?
I mean, you could
there's two ways to go with that.
Yeah, you could make a corpulent person, and
doggo.
you know.
But how do I make it spooky? I was thinking about doing Smile Dog from Creepypasta because he's a husky.
You could do that.
Or
I mean, so reading through the Unknown Armies thing for the spooky show, they have like a whole class of person called the Corpulent, and they're all about like gorging themselves in really terrible, awful ways.
sounds
not
like a
limited.
party I could get into.
It's odd to say the least, but there's definitely ways to make husky people creepy if you really want to get into it.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Or I'll just
or
skip
just the
today.
dog, or just skip today. Yeah, you could skip today. Just like do tomorrow's today.
Yeah.
You know, get ahead of the.
I can get a
the
day
curve.
off.
Yeah, something like that. Cool.
That's what I've been doing. I've been cheating, going ahead.
It's
Yeah.
been a tradition
Preparedness.
for me where I do the first 3 days and then forget, and then the rest of October is nothing. But I really want to stick with it this month, so I've been just trying to.
I mean,
my
you know,
last
don't.
my last day was really ambitious, and I almost just didn't do it because I was like, I really overshot here. I can't do it. Then I said, you know what? No, I have to.
Well, don't like die doing it, but
Maybe
you know,
I will.
But only like it is a spooky month, so maybe it's worth it. You know. Yeah.
I'd be a killer Halloween costume.
Yeah.
If I was dead.
Bravo dies doing Inktober. There you go. Headlines. But they use Bravo with all the R's.
All
They
the
don't use
R's.
your
If
actual
they
name.
don't, they're
Rs.
getting sued
Yeah.
from
the
beyond the
only way.
grave.
Only way to make it work. Only way. Cool.
Cool.
Well, do you guys have anything else you wanna mention, talk about, disclose,
Nope.
or do you want to try to get through this portion of our show here so we can play some Dungeons and Dragons and figure out if
Is that what we're
any
doing today?
of these side plot lines get resolved today?
Should we go over the list again?
Well, you were supposed to provide me with the ones that you wanted to do. So because I got 2 out of the possible 18, I prepped
was
for almost all
thinking-
of
I
them.
Oh, smart.
Even conditioner treatment. Okay, I couldn't really respond. I had more priorities.
Sorry,
Does a
joking.
conditioner
You-
treatment like stop you from typing?
Yeah, what were you gonna do with your hands while you're?
They
you
were
have to
covered
have
in
them.
conditioner.
Did they need to be on your head
Wash
the
your
entire
hands.
time?
You can't
I have
type when
to
your
let
hands are
them
covered in
rest.
soap.
Yeah,
Look at them.
But then wash them.
Hey, listen. I also maybe forgot.
Yeah, that seems more likely.
Yeah, it's okay. I only reminded like 2 different times. It's fine.
Guys, I can't read.
Read the
They're
list,
all
Bravo.
They're all
Read
making
it.
fun of me because I can't read. Sounds problematic to me, so.
That's not. Please
Anyways, I'm
don't.
gonna read this list. Wait, which ones are we doing?
Just read all the list. Read
All
the
right,
whole
I'll do it really
list.
fast. 3, 2, 1. Smut for Baldy. Tolly, where is he? Blow up Froon's place. Steel Maladar. Nim in all caps. Griffin Feathers. Impossible Lock. Renair. A Broken Heart emoji. Demon Bell. GG. Grandma's Cool Machine. I don't know what that. A gazer problem? Soup. Seeds. Soup. I don't know what that says.
Are we starting a soup kitchen?
I guess.
Did I miss this one?
I have one that says that fucking halfling, in parentheses Dasher, bartender Scotta, where the fuck, laser, lasers. Losser Merklov. My Sasha
Laser Merklov.
and Sasha date with Malia. That is our priorities, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
It's
So
a roller coaster.
I don't know what soup is. I don't know.
Maybe you got hungry while writing the list, and you're like, man, what
Gonna
fall
have some
stuff do I
soup.
really want to eat right now?
It's like SEEP, SEOP, SUPP. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me later.
I got nothing, man. Wow. So let's do this thing then. Great list, Cassie. I appreciate that. Let's roll to see who recaps last episode. Shall we do that? Shall we figure it out?
Maybe.
You guys, give me a D20 roll here, and whoever rolls closest to what I roll will recap the episode. All right. Mina 15, Varus 17, Cry 6, Malia 18. A lot of you guys at the top of the table here, so if it's under a 10, Cry, it's pretty much you.
Shit.
It's a 3, so Cry. Give us a nice fat recap for last time.
I'm going
Right?
off my notes here, ladies and gentlemen. Those are unicorns.
We met
Okay.
unicorns. The end.
We met unicorns. Okay, cool. It's fucking Trolltide, /face. Bonnie is a doppelganger. Wild troll fight with the Buckethead stupid boy. Bonnie is leader of doppelgangers. We want to recruit her for the Harpers. I remember that one. Bonnie was really cool, and she said, I'm a doppelganger. But she's still cool, and we still fuck with her. Davil Starstrong is pissed at us. Our big list. And 2 dinner dates. Doppelganger interviews. We can kill Froon with the bell. The vault we found out is under the stage, under the North Ward. Pink Flumph is the name of the place. Trapdoor down the hallway with the vault door key, which is what we need to collect, those 3 things. The difficulties that the stone provided us is it's really decrepit, there's traps, and obviously the gigantic dragon. And then I wrote in all caps, Galore is a dick, because he charmed Cry and almost did a big fat whoopsie in the middle of the square and had Cry kill a bunch of people. That is the extent of my notes.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wait. So for me, what was the second dinner date? I only remember the one with the 2 Genasi.
It was oh wait, then we
It
have
was-
3.
Yeah, we have, well, there's the one with Embrick and Avi, and then Malia promoted our tavern to a noble we saved while fighting the troll and told him to come by for dinner sometime.
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, you guys invited his whole family.
Oh,
Well, Malia
shit.
did.
Yeah, you invited his whole family.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Wow.
You don't know how big his family is.
You might want to let your cooks know about this kind of thing.
Nah.
Maybe.
Okay, so there was
Well,
so
cooks
Embrick and
about
Avi, and then this guy and his family,
Yeah.
and then what was the third
The
one?
doppelganger.
The
meeting.
doppelgangers.
Oh, okay, but that's not necessarily a dinner. You guys are
No.
meeting them back at the yawning portal, right?
But it's
In
in
there.
between the 2 dinner dates, according to our timeline.
So wait, which one's first?
Embrick and Avi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one's quote today,
Yeah.
and then tomorrow is doppelgangers, and then
Yeah.
third day is
Noble.
is noble guy
Oh my
coming to
God.
have dinner.
the
at your place.
Promise Soul 2.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, Brahmas. Okay, I have him here now. Great. Cool. I remember now. Fantastic. All right, so I guess we'll play some Dungeons & Dragons. I think we ended the last session, if I do remember correctly, with the possession of Cry by Galore, whatever the ancient entity Galore is.
Big
Um,
beanie.
Yeah, he's not the best kind of person thing.
Do not
whatever.
like him.
And I think, did you guys turn in after that? Was that like the end of the day? You're like, all right, maybe we call it quits for today. Try to get
Maybe
some
we do.
rest. All right, so I guess it means we start in the morning of the next day. And as Waterdeep normally is it's been getting rainier and rainier during the springtime. So your morning is you're awoken by the pitter-patter of rain on your windows and basically on the entirety of Waterdeep as a whole. It is again raining steadily. So yeah, who's first up and at 'em?
No one wants to be first.
Everyone's
Get up
sleeping
first.
in.
I think Mina is gonna get up, but she's gonna go quickly check up on Cry and make sure she didn't blow anything up in her sleep.
Great. Love that. That's a problem now.
Yeah, you go up the stairs, you knock on the door.
Cry?
What?
Is everything all right in there? Did you still you?
Cry kind of looks around the room. Has anything changed, really?
No. You still have some dead plants on your windowsill. Empty pots and stuff. It's raining pretty steadily, but nothing in the room has changed.
I'm fine.
Okay, well, make sure you come down for some breakfast and some biscuits.
Okay. And she's
Okay.
gonna take the cover over her head.
Okay. What do you do after that, Mina?
Gonna go downstairs for some biscuits and some wine.
Perfect. Sounds great. While you head downstairs, Varus, what are you doing?
He's also gonna get up and maybe catch Mina as she's done talking to Cry and just kind of mouth is she okay? And go down with her and also set up for breakfast.
Sure. Malia?
Malia will try to burst into Cry's room. Good
Yeah, so-
morning, darling.
She's underneath the covers, she's like a little burrito roll. She's hiding.
Malia will come up and just poke the burrito. Darling, wake up.
She puts it over her face just a little bit, looks up at Malia. What?
Malia just has this big beaming smile. Hello, good morning. Are you ready for the day?
No. She covers herself back up. She's so sad.
Oh, Cry. Come. The day will go on whether you're ready or not. Do you want me to do your hair? Would that
Peeks
perk
back
you
out.
up?
Is like, yes, please.
All right.
She sits up.
Molly will probably have to use some prestidigitation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since Cry's cleaned up. I think it was the first time you went to a play has been the last time that Cry did anything.
My baby likes dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could, with some time, you can prestidigitate as much as you need to and do whatever you want to do.
Okay, so Malia will do that, and she'll sit down and basically start braiding her hair. And after a while of doing this, she's going to ask, did you sleep all right? Any unusual dreams?
Did Cry have any unusual dreams?
No.
No. She shakes her head. Just like normal. No dreams.
Well, I had a strange dream. And Molly's just gonna bullshit something. She's gonna make up some kind of weird dream about riding on Maladar. Maladar was there. And there was a whole herd, and they all flew and went through the stars and just something. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Just trying to distract Cry as she's doing this.
That's the sweetest shit I've ever seen. Oh, Cry's gonna just listen. She feels a lot better now.
All done. There. Have a look. And does Cry have a mirror in her room?
I don't know.
you each have like a wash stand that has a mirror on it.
Ooh. She's gonna kind of like look around to the back side, and then she's gonna do that Beyonce flip where she takes it from one side, flips it over to the other. She's like, thanks, Malia.
Now you're ready for the day. Let's go together.
Okay.
God.
Oh, let's
Very
go.
cute.
Let's go downstairs.
Some classic Cassie physical comedy
I
there.
love physical comedy so much. I'm a regular Buster Keaton.
Oh my god, the boy.
Podcast listeners.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys head downstairs and you find Mina already with a plate of biscuits and a glass of wine. Var's underneath his customary table, also munching on biscuits. The common room is quieter this morning. You do see Gigi in the corner. Looks like he's tuning his lute, like leg crossed over. You do not see Grandma anywhere. But again, Jane is behind the counter, looking to be preparing things for the day.
Oh, I think Mina would have let Jane know to tell the cook that Embrick and Avi were coming over tonight for dinner.
Yeah, sure. So they would have asked you, what would you want them to make? Specifically.
What was the thing that we made for, the
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay.
Ramden Gormsey.
I don't remember.
Whatever we made for him, that's what we want to make tonight.
I believe it was it was a what?
Just chicken
I
pot
thought
pie.
it was a roast.
Sure. I'm pretty sure it was a roast of some kind. Because, hang on, now I gotta find
I
Now I gotta
all
find
I wrote
who it was.
Gordon Ramsay liked our food, and that was
Joyce.
it.
Joyce Picey, the kind of she's an elf. She didn't have any professional experience, and you hired her, and she made like this really kind of simple roast stew, and it ended up being like the best thing that Ramdon Gorsay had ever had. So yeah, sure, they can prep for that. The morning cook is Willis Falk. He is not the one responsible for that, but if you wanted to let them know, they'll let Joyce know.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, your two other friends come downstairs, Malia and Cry looking clean and with freshly braided hair and no tangles. It's an interesting look for her.
Malia's coming down the stairs behind Cry, and she's just like to Mina behind her.
Oh, Kai, your hair looks amazing.
If she could blush, she'd be blushing. But Mama has no blood flow, so she's just like, thanks, Mina.
You're very welcome. Did you do that yourself, or did Malia help? Yes. Well, it looks amazing on you.
It wasn't the stone that did that.
I think Mina
No.
probably would have just like, or like flicked him in the head.
She pouts for a second. She's like, no.
This sort of style can only be from me.
You look very good, Cry.
Thanks, Ferris.
It's heavy breakfast wine.
Mina, who probably already had a glass ready for Malia.
There's a bottle.
slides
There's a
it
bottle
over
on the
to her.
counter. Yeah, there's a bottle on the counter. It's at this point that like Jane will have one of these ready before you guys are even up,
Yeah.
just uncorked on the counter, just waiting for you.
Ready to go. Love it. Jane was a good hire. Jane,
Yes.
has Scotta ever shown back up after she's vanished?
She kind of like looks down into the side a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. She asked me not to tell you about what's been going on, so I'd really rather not betray my friend's trust. Understand?
I mean, yes, but also as an employer, I am very confused and would like to know where my employee has gone or if they are ever coming back.
Oh no! She'll be back. I more than likely. She went on a little bit of a trip. And I said I'd cover for her. So no worries. I've been here and everything's been right as rain, right?
Is she all right?
Yes, I haven't heard from her in a while, but she should be okay.
She skipped town. She's probably gone forever.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
You can't tell her that I told you though. She went north. City of Amphale, smallish kind of town. Foothills of the Sword of Mists. She has family there. Her mother lives there and isn't doing so well. So she went home to help out around the house and such. I've been sending her payments every time we get them.
Could have told us that.
No, I mean, you lot are always adventuring, and there's so much trouble in the city, and then that fireball went off, and we don't want to trouble you with all of our small things.
Mina's like hurting because she's like mad because her employee just like left and didn't bother to tell her that they were leaving. Also, wait, so she is not working, but you are still sending her money?
And Jane kind of blushes a little bit, and just kind of a nervous tick that you've noticed that where she kind of like fingers like her broken tusk. Just, yeah. If you've ever had sick family members, you know that money can be real tight. She was sending money home anyway. I figured I'd just keep it going. I've got more than enough, thanks to your generosity.
You've been sending her your own money.
No. We used to split shifts. I'd still send her her shifts.
But you're working her shifts, so you're sending her the money that you're making for working her shifts?
Right, yeah.
That is very generous of you, but...
No, like I said, we don't want you to worry about us. We'll handle it. I'm sure her mother will turn around right as rain a week or so from now, and she'll head on back and, really buckle down on her work, and everything will be back to normal.
Mm-hmm. Well, if she has not come back soon, we're gonna need to find somebody to replace her.
No.
And Malia,
Roll me an insight check. Yeah, roll me an insight check for Jane.
Watch, Jane has murdered Scott
22.
and just wants all of her shifts.
Malia, Jane seems hurt. She kind of seems. I thought we were doing pretty well, even without her. You sure you want to replace her?
Jean, it's very unfair for you to have to work all the shifts and take up all your time.
No. I'm all right with it. It's totally okay. She's my friend. You help out friends. I've seen you. Hey, she like gestures over to Gigi. She's like, you've been helping out a lot of people in this city.
We do adopt a lot of people.
Malia adopts a lot of people.
Jane, you deserve a raise.
What? No, milady, Malia.
No.
It's entirely unnecessary. Like I said, you've already been so generous to me, and
I am a woman that does not change her mind.
oh, all right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Are you guys going to stop me from sending the money to Skada?
No. But if you need any days off, let us know. I don't want you to work yourself sick.
Oh, no. I love this job. And honestly, it's been an absolute joy to be here and actually do something that feels good. I've worked in plenty of bars and, the docks district isn't very nice. And here in the North Ward, so many fancy people come in and they all love what I do here. And, it's been very nice. Unlike Scott, I don't really have much family around, so it's been good to keep busy.
Okay, but if you need a day off, you'd let us know.
Oh, of course, Lady Mina. I will absolutely do so. Just not yet. I think.
All right. That's very odd that Scotta just left, though. Mina's still, like mumbling to herself about Scotta leaving with no notice.
Molly,
You're
just
just gonna flick her and like her mom's sick. Be nice.
Lady
Yes.
Mina.
Lady Mina.
Lady Mina.
I like the sound of that.
Well, you can call me Lady Mina anytime you'd like.
All right.
Write it down. Write it down.
I will keep that in mind.
Oh.
Man, it got spicy in here. I know we're in the second. I mean, to be fair, we're in the second to last episode of the season, right? I mean, you gotta
Hey,
you gotta get it going if we're gonna get it going here.
So, what's on the agenda for today?
Should we try and figure out what those clues meant? What sort of keys we need to acquire?
Yes. What were they? Something about moving through something.
A piece of one of the many eyes, being that moves but should not, and one who floats, goes, passes through bodies. I think
Seems close, yes. That seems about right.
I've had a rough couple days.
Well, the Gazels have many eyes, and Varys has a piece of one of those.
Gonna reach in his pocket and pull out just like a gross chopped off eye stalk.
Oh yeah. They have not been preserved in any way, shape, or form. The pocket is nasty. The eye stalk is nasty. You didn't clean any of these things.
No.
Yummy.
He opens like that pocket, and the smell of just decaying
Close,
flesh comes
close
out
it.
of that. Some of the patrons that have come
I got
down
one of those. I got one.
that are in the room just go, oh, what is that? What's that smell?
Put it away, Varys.
Oh yeah, we should keep it so that we can get in. And he puts it back in the pocket, just with a gross squish sound. Dumps it back in.
Weirdly enough, that pocket is like totally smell blocking. So it just once it goes in, no one worries about it anymore. The magic of being hero and having hero pockets, right?
Hero
No
pockets.
pockets.
I'm gonna call all pockets hero pockets.
Hero
from now
pockets.
on.
Yeah.
Look at my this dress has hero pockets.
Okay, then a being that moves but should not.
Do you think maybe a Nimblewright?
Ah, that makes sense.
What about Cry's bird?
We can bring both.
Yes. It's better to have too many than not enough.
Yeah, just give a whole bunch of shit to the door, and then if it opens, and at least 3 of those things out of the 20 was right. That's the tea.
It's how I solve puzzles.
Bud mashing. That's how I win at Super Smash. Okay. Yeah, there was that Nimblewright that we left on the street corner with the bird nest.
Do you think he's still there?
I hope. We can find out.
Maybe we should go look for him today.
Or
Do
we
you
can go
have
steal
the
him.
The Webley Woo.
I do have it. She's gonna pull it out of the pocket. She has some
Hero pockets.
Hero
Hero pocket.
Bottomless
Pull it out of your hero pocket, and you have this like weird, like foot-long umbrella-topped device.
One. Oh wait.
Yes. What? Your fish. Where's your fish?
This one?
There it is.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes. So perhaps we could. Well, is it working?
She's gonna try and turn it on.
Very slowly.
Very slow. She's gonna try and push
Okay.
it again.
Don't break it.
Oh.
And what was the last key?
Something that goes through bodies. Yeah, like a ghost. Ooh.
Oh, we have a ghost.
Oh, we have a ghost. She's gonna knock on the bar again. Leave.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Ooh.
18. You like feel something.
Oh.
The hair on your arm stands up.
Leaf, you wanna go on an adventure with us? Wait. Can you pass through bodies? Is that a ghost thing?
You feel like from behind, like this touch is like icy cold, and it goes inside of you, and you're even colder than you've ever felt in your entire life, and then it goes out your chest, and you feel, well, whatever warmth that Cry has left.
We
Return to her.
can do that. You want to go with us to the vault of Waterdeep? You can leave this place?
You don't hear anything.
Oh, I know. We have to take the manor and put it in the vault because he can't leave the manor. What if we take Troll Skull Manor and put it over
Push it over this.
That's a good idea. Let's put a pin in it. We'll think
And
of
then Froon wouldn't be right next door and being a jerk.
that's true.
It'd solve 2 problems. That's a great idea, Cry.
It would be like a cool speakeasy. We'd be like underground. Like you gotta know the password to get into the exclusive tavern. Not that I know anything about exclusive taverns, because I'm
Or
a child.
speakeasies, or literally anything that you've just said.
Do you wanna go try to I don't know. Find another ghost?
Yeah, see, what else are we gonna use? Do we know any other ghosts? Have we met any other ghosts?
There was something. Do you remember the shadows we fought? The shadow dogs.
Yes.
The one we rolled up into a carpet? Did we roll one up? Or we were going to? We talked about it. Oh yeah.
That was over by the house Growlhund.
Mhm.
Growlhund.
Growlhund.
So was
But
Maladar.
Would there be more just shadow people over there? Like, how do we just know where they are?
So either those shadow people were helping guard the house, or they were part of the team that was invading the house. Either way, we could probably figure out where to get those.
Or we could go to a store and ask if they have anything that passes through.
Buy a ghost.
body. A ghost. I bet you someone might have a ghost like that.
Ask
That's
your
shopping first.
ask your dog if it knows anything about ghosts.
A dog.
Yes, your dog.
Do you mean Tipo?
Yes.
Maybe don't call him a dog. He probably won't answer our questions.
That, my dear, is what we call a joke.
Oh yes, no, I understand. He might not.
Ah, very well. I will keep it to
Puppy.
myself.
Puppy. Cry's just gonna feel around in the air until she smacks him.
Tipo!
Tell the weird one to stop waving her arms around.
Oh wait, are there any people in?
Oh
Yep.
shit.
Probably.
Yep. Including, I don't know, your barkeeper that has never seen this before either.
Jane's seen worse.
We've done weird shit in front of Jade before. It's fine.
Just gave her a raise. She's not one to talk about our personal life.
Yeah.
You do have other patrons here.
Well, we'll just bring him in front of us so that we are
We'll
kind of
hero huddle
blocking
around.
him.
The hero huddle.
The hero huddle.
Or we can go into the cellar.
Oh yeah, that too.
True.
Or any of your bedrooms.
I think
We
Let's
could
go to the
just
cellar.
go
It's more
upstairs.
wide down there.
You're gonna go down to the cellar?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go to the cellar.
let's do it.
Okay. You guys head
Let's
down
do
to the
it.
cellar, passing past Jane. She looks at you all kind of speculatively, but shrugs her shoulders and goes back to, preparing for the day. You tromp down the stairs to underneath the cellar itself, and roll me a perception check as you guys walk down.
I don't even have my character sheet open. Hang on. Terrible.
Ooh, Mama's distracted.
Cry has a lot going on.
There's so
Cry
much
has a
going
lot
on.
going on.
That poor
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, it's true. Hang on, I'm gonna find something. Yup. Okay.
Uh-oh. Is it another trapped box? Because I'm not going to open it.
How did
No.
it get there?
So, Cry, you seem to be distracted by something.
Yeah,
Very normal 10. Malia, yeah, as per the usual, very perceptive. As you walk down the stairs, maybe you're just first down the stairs, so you notice this before anyone else. Something weird is going on down here. Like, there's this sound of bubbling, of glass clinking together, and Grinda? Bound myself again. And then you hear like glug, 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 glug. Is this right? And as you come down to the bottom of the stairs, and you note, like in the back, there's this like small firelight that you can see towards the back of your cellar.
Good morning, Grinda.
She kind of starts to jump backwards, and she splashes something like around her, and then you watch as it hits the ground, and it just like sizzling happens. She's oh hello, oh hi, and she gingerly puts down this like glass beaker.
Is she
You
making
make-
more acid?
You make note of like, oh, this looks kind of familiar to when you saw her at her old place. She had like this alchemist's table, right? And it had like all this glass jars on it and all these different types of ingredients and things. But this seems much, much more well stocked.
Maybe she's making alcohol for us.
What you doing?
Nothing. Just keeping my my skills fresh.
Varys wants to insight check that.
Oh yeah, go for it. If there's a time to insight check someone, it's definitely when they're messing with alchemy in your basement.
I don't
An
know why I give it
11?
11.
I mean, it's certainly not nothing. To you, Varys, this is weird enough as it is. Alchemy is like way outside your sphere of knowledge.
My sphere of knowledge.
Your sphere of knowledge.
My sphere
Your
of
sphere.
knowledge.
That is beyond my knowledge.
Yeah, you're not sure what she's doing, but like you see small flames, bubbling vials, various different colors of liquid, like weird herbs that you've never seen before.
Malia notices shiny things. Do these
Mhm.
shiny things look like the exact same shiny things that were at her place, or are they shinier?
You want to make they're like, oh, is this the same alchemical stuff
Yeah.
that she had? Roll me, got like history, I guess, if you have any bonuses for it. You're gonna try to remember something. A 4.
Ooh.
I think the answer is you're not rightly sure. Maybe you didn't pay enough attention to what she had in her house originally. But you do make note of it, like, there's definitely more here than before. You would have gotten that from just being in the room.
Oh, this must have been quite difficult to carry from your home all by yourself.
Yeah, of course, yes, of course. Oh, kidding. Most of this is new. Gigi helped me carry it downstairs. I just, I'm somewhat of a wizard type, and I really, I enjoy making potions and things, and, well, you have such a nice space down here, and you said make yourself at home, and, well, I've made myself at home.
Good.
I mean,
Did you have breakfast?
I don't believe I did. And she seems like it's like she's come out of this weird trance. Don't think I've eaten in a day or so. I've been very, very busy down here. I'm just very, very busy.
Oh, what have you been working on? Lean in.
Well, a bit of a surprise, I suppose. I guess we're all on the same side here, huh? Fine. And like again, it's this like weird transition from like her grandmotherly demeanor, like her back straightens and she sits upwards and like she pushes her glasses back upwards on her face. And the Xanatharian bastards deserve a whole lot more than what we were able to give them at my house. Coming up with something that may tear them apart from the inside.
a potion can do that?
You poison enough water and then you can kill a whole lot of people.
Like, oh.
Wait, is this going to hurt any innocents?
No. Maybe. Honestly, I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm really just trying to come up with something that is undetectable and that I can utilize. But also, and she like pours more out of the beaker onto the floor. That acid looks pretty good. Maybe I need to change plans. Maybe explosions. Yes, in the right places in the Xanatharian Guild. Be able to take the whole place down all at once. I need to do more experimenting, more. And it's like she comes out of thinking, right. So, what do you think?
Varys has been slowly backing away that entire spiel that she just went through.
Yeah, Varys, you're like halfway back up the stairs.
Grandma has gone bye-bye.
I appreciate your moxie, but perhaps a bit more time at the drawing board on execution.
How do you know what to execute with unless you do some experimentation?
I think what Malia is saying is that we don't want anyone innocent hurt in the process of your experimentations.
I mean, who's really innocent anyways? Are you?
Well, no, but like small children and the innocents outside in the city.
Yes, I suppose. They took everything from me. You have to know this. A little... They keep me on edge.
I
Pin
understand.
everything on the Zentarum, and it's all of them anyways.
Hey, Grandma, do you know anything that would move through somebody like a ghost would? Just like straight through a body.
Moving through a body?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ghosts, clearly. Other forms of possession, I assume, could be counted as such. Why?
Just a thought.
It's a very odd question. She's gonna make an insight check.
It's for a crossword puzzle that I'm doing.
It's for a cross. Where the heck is Grinda? Now I gotta roll for Grinda. She's gonna make an insight check on you.
Do I need to roll deception? Is that the thing I'm
If
about?
you're trying to deceive, yes.
I mean, yeah. Wow.
She gives you this look, like, and her eyes are like narrowed. And You're not telling me everything, are you? What are the actual words?
Oh, crap. Hang on.
I
know. Oh, dear.
I know.
Do it. Kai, what were the actual words?
Being that oh wait, that's not the right one. One that flows through the body but shouldn't. I don't think flows is the right word, but that's the one that I have in my brain space.
That.
Flows through the body but shouldn't?
Oh wait, no, that's sorry, my brain's everywhere. The one that flows through the body and that's it. The shouldn't part was for the other one. Hee hee.
Hee hee. Oh my god.
I'm just a little baby. I'm getting ready to beat grandma up. Can't you tell?
Yeah, I can totally tell. I'm pretty sure that's not the actual words. So
It's
that's why I'm
not.
asking.
Okay. Remember!
Hang on. We've got it in our chat.
I've got it. I've got it.
Okay, good.
And she looks over at you, Cry, and she looks back over at me. You know I've held this stone before, right? It's the one who flows through bodies as easily as I flow through your mind. He says the same thing to everyone.
Oh, wow. He needs to work on his material.
He doesn't care about who or what or the material. He just wants someone to open the vault.
How did you get him out of your brain?
She gave it to her familiar, and we found it.
You just give him away. He eventually possesses someone else.
Oh. I'm gonna go find a stranger.
Kigs.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Anyways, what I had come up with is it's more than likely not a ghost or some kind of possession, but some kind of shapeshifter.
Like a devil.
Damn. But what about the third one?
Yes?
Do we know if the Harpers have any kind of feel for the Xantarum?
If they have any kind of what?
What are their disposition like? How are their relations?
So you guys have worked for the Xantarum, right? And you've worked for the Harpers. The Harpers spy on the Xantarum spy on the Harpers. The Xantarum are the more chaotic version, whereas the Harpers are generally seen as like the lawful good order of spies, right? They work very, very much so with the guards of Waterdeep, as well as the other factions, Forest Grey, right? The Grey Hands, and the Lord's Alliance. The Xantarum are kind of they're their own people. They're kind of do their own thing. They're about like taking what's theirs and you know, ownership is if you have your hands on it, right? Like that kind of thing. Whereas the Harpers are more of an information gathering kind of thing, and they're about protecting Waterdeep as a whole.
Have they ever gone like to head with the Xantarum?
All the time.
Hmm.
Yeah. A lot of times going after the exact same thing. Like, you guys did run into some Xantarum forces that were after the stone at one point in time. And additionally, Harper forces that were, and Xanatharians that were, and some nobles that were, and all of this is it's all intertwined. But yes, they would have definitely worked against each other at some point in time.
Okay.
So, Cry, what was the question you had?
What about the third one? Or the second one, the being that moves but should not. Is that the right?
I figured it was something that had to do with magic on some kind of mechanism or construct that moves on its own.
That one. Let's go steal that nimble ray.
Right.
And hopefully you figured out the first one. It seems pretty clear with, you know, Xanatharian Guild involved here.
Yes.
Good. So, any other questions for me and my work, or can you leave me to it so I can extract a little bit of revenge?
You know, I think that we are on the same page here. They have been sending gazers after us from time to time.
Annoying little beasts, aren't they?
They're fun.
Quite. You know, We have friends of friends that work for the Harpers. And you know who else doesn't like the Xantharians? The Harpers. Perhaps.
I feel like half their work would disappear if the Xanathars weren't there, but yes, I suppose they are at odds.
You know, if you want to channel some of that creative energy in a way to hinder the Xanatharians, perhaps we can introduce you to some of our Harper friends.
She narrows her eyes at you. She's gonna roll insight on you as well.
Okay. Molly
If you're
is
trying to
totally honest. So what Molly
Right.
is trying to do here is she's just trying to get her to not murder random people with poison and maybe put her efforts with the Harpers in a more guided hand sort of way.
Okay. I think she looks and goes, "You're a Harper, aren't you? Is that why you're all involved in this business?" And she like looks around the room.
Yes.
Oh, I figured you were just after the money. So you're gonna give it back to the city then when you get it.
That is not necessarily Harper business.
She raises an eyebrows. I see. Well, adventurers are known to change alliances quite frequently. That's why no one can trust you. If you're saying that I can get a little bit of revenge by working with your Harper friends, I'd rather them not know who I am, but I could put in a little work. It's kind of boring sitting here in the inn just listening to Gigi. Oh, he is quite handsome.
Where's my pen?
I think he's already on the list.
Grinda wants some GG action.
Oh my god. She wants to get Gigi with it. Okay.
Also revenge.
Also, revenge. Secondary to GG action.
We all know our priorities.
Grinda, you know, if you need an extra chair or some more lighting down here to make yourself comfortable, please help yourself.
Oh, I think I will then. I appreciate that. It does get kind of dark down here, but you know, us alchemists and wizards have to keep all mysterious. Also, I don't think your patrons would really appreciate me doing this up in the common room floor.
Best to keep it down here, I think.
Yes, okay. It's fine.
That's all
It's no
I'm
wizard tower, but you know I can take it.
like, yeah, fine. I'll stay in the basement.
Anyway, and Molly just grabs a random bottle. Ooh, we got what we came for. Let's go.
Right, you lot have a wonderful day, and like you see her like kind of hunch over a little bit, and the glasses go a little bit forward on her nose as she leans over. Have a wonderful day, children. It's so wonderful to be visited.
I don't like when she does that.
I don't like. Is Gigi in the bar?
Yeah, Gigi was tuning his lute earlier. He's playing kind of a soft tune as you guys head up the stairs, reacquainted with the rain that is outside. But it does seem that Waterdeep is awakening.
I
So you
want
were
to
becoming.
go over to Gigi. Just nice and casual.
He's sitting in the corner, kind of like on the bay window area. Just looks up at you. Mistress Cry, how can I help you?
I don't know what that means, but what you doing?
Why, I'm tuning my lute.
Cool. So Grinda's cool, right?
Yes, Brenda's a right nice lady.
Cool. She's cool, huh?
What are you getting at?
Nothing. I was just asking if she was cool. I don't know her very well.
You seem very talkative this morning. I don't think you've ever said any words to me.
I told you to come here.
Yeah, she was the one who invited him.
I invited you here, Gigi.
DM remembers that being Malia, so sorry, but okay.
The process of adopting people goes is Cry says, I want that. Malia says, you can have that. And Mina says, no, you can't.
I'm glad we have balance here.
Okay. Okay, have a nice day. Bye, Gigi.
Right,
you
yeah,
eat
you
breakfast?
too. Huh?
Do you eat breakfast?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay. Bye. She's gonna turn around and leave.
We like the camera kind of like lingers on him a little bit, and he's weird lass. And then he starts playing his lute a little bit, and we come back to the group.
Hey, guys.
Very smooth.
I'm trying.
That was an excellent attempt. I'll give you a few pointers later.
Okay. I'm trying to distract myself.
So, should
So-
we go find our Nimblewright?
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys want to head out into the rain and the busyness?
Yes.
Always.
Okay, cool. So you guys, you're trying to find the Nimblewright you guys left in the one area. Is that correct? Hang on, I can find it on the map for us. Move us on over there to the map of Waterdeep.
Over
Yep,
by the
there
birds.
it is. Over by the Shrines of Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over in the is it like the Temple District or something like that? I guess what it's called.
Mhm.
Let me see it real quick. The Sea Ward. Sorry, it's the Sea Ward, the western side
Word.
of Waterdeep. And here, Chad, I'll bring this up for you guys as well. The where they found the Nimblewright last time was over by the Shrines of Nature in the Sea Ward here. So yeah, you guys like make your way out. Do you want to walk it, or are you gonna like grab a dray?
Catch a
Grab
tray.
Dre.
When they catch a
All right.
tray.
Yep. So mark a copper off of each. You guys grab a dray outside of the inn and head on over to the Shrines of Nature. It's a pretty busy day, even considering all the rain. It is like the day after Trolltide, so a lot of people are getting business done today that they couldn't get done yesterday. So it takes you a little bit of time to get over there following the main roads, probably close to an hour or so. But you do arrive at the Shrines of Nature and at the alleyway where you had left that last Nimblewright.
Can I look around for my Nimblewright friend?
Yeah, do me a little investigating.
Okay, I will. Ooh.
19. You go to the spot where you had found him leaning against the boxes in the refuse of the corner of this alley. You see now that the boxes are gone. The trash that was there is gone. The Nimblewright is gone.
Be taken out with the trash?
Oh.
I want to cry.
Why don't you give your little whirly-woo a go?
Oh, that's right. I'm going to give my whirly-woo a go.
Yeah, sure. So you give the whirly-woo a go. And seems like there's something relatively close to you.
Okay, I think he's around. I think he probably just moved. I'm gonna do a nice little gentle. He didn't have a name, did he?
No.
No. I feel kind of bad calling him Nimblewright. Hey, bird friend.
Oh, he is.
Bird
Hey,
friend.
bird friend.
That's better.
Okay, so you're gonna like go around and like yell for him.
No, just gentle, sweet, gentle yelling, because I know he's sensitive. Bird friend.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Is there any indication of like a direction that you like? If I'm pointing it, does it pick up in a certain?
No, generally, when you guys were using this last time, you kind of had to walk in a certain direction, and then it's like playing hot or cold, right? Like
Right.
you're warmer, and then it gets faster and faster. So you get like a general direction if you walk a certain direction. You kind of have to have it out and just use it.
All right. Huh. I got it. I'm gonna go south a little bit and walk that direction. Does it pick up?
let's say you walk down Sea-Watch Street towards the south here, and you start going down that direction, and it goes. It's definitely getting faster.
Oh, this way. Bird friend's here. This way. All
You're
right.
gonna follow Cry.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking down that direction.
Yeah, you keep walking down Sea-Watch Street, eventually passing the House of Inspired Hands on your left, where the whirly-woo is.
Oh, that's Nim.
Oh, that's where Nim is. Well, maybe we can break him out. We just need one, right?
Yeah, he would work just as well as the other one, I guess.
But they won't give him to us until we kill that other one, and I don't think I have the emotional constitution to kill a creature such as that right now. I think I'd break down and cry. I have a spoon we can trade, maybe a wig.
I somehow don't think that will be enough of a trade.
Can we go past the House of Inspired Hands a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
Yeah, your apparatus begins to slow
Shit.
as you pass the House of Inspired Hands.
Hey, DM, question.
Yes.
So we get these fun little pieces of paper that move that should not. They're little bird messages.
Mm-hmm.
Does Mina think that would work easier than a nimble right?
Well, you know that when you receive these paper birds, they stop functioning after you hold them.
Mm-hmm.
When you read the message, so they no longer move.
But if we were to write a message on one and send it to one of our own people in front of the door.
Roll me. Oh God, dude! Roll me intelligence or Arcana, whichever is higher.
I can't believe none of us thought of them until
We're
now.
so dumb.
They're the same. And it's
A
awful.
You're not super sure what constitutes a construct,
That's fair.
especially a magically enhanced one. You're not really sure.
Okay.
But
well,
you
I
are
mean,
thinking about these paper birds, and you're like, man, those would have been really useful at one point in time.
we probably should have gotten paper birds.
Should we just break in and get him? Or I have a plan, and hear me out, because I want to start making plans now.
Mina just nods sympathetically. She's like, "You make plans, sweetie."
We steal the golden horseshoes off of Maladar. We sell them for money, get money, and then buy Nim off of the House of Inspired Hands.
So we do already have gold that we could sell to somebody for money without having to steal
right.
more gold.
Are you sure we don't need to go get Maladar?
Well, getting Maladar and getting his horseshoes, different.
Isn't he just born with those on?
No.
No.
Actually, does Mina know?
I mean, Mina, your background you would have been around horses before.
That's true.
You'd
That's
know
true.
about horseshoes.
No, they do
That's
not.
general knowledge.
Not born with horseshoes, sweetie.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
She just pats her head.
Someday, Maladar, I will come for you.
Well,
He's on the list.
He is on the list.
I don't think that the House of Inspired Hands would be so willing to simply sell off the Nimblewright because they have a problem and they were happy to give us the Nimblewright when we solved the problem of the rogue Nimblewright.
Can we not say that we killed it and just say that it was destroyed and so we get Nim?
Fire
We-
burns things.
We could try. They did want proof, but we could.
If we just say there was
Try.
no proof, Varys is
not?
very fine with lying.
I mean,
I like Varys' idea. Let's do it.
I think we'll need some proof. We could fake the proof, but we're gonna need something.
I have a wig. And a wooden spoon. And one more rat. And that's all the proof I can provide.
We could say that it was wearing the wig when we killed it.
Wearing
and
the wig.
There it is. It was trying to be a person.
Yes, that's a great plan, Varys. I think this will work.
So it won't work.
thought. So, do we know, did Glinda build her weird contraption submarine thing? Would she be able to build us a piece of a nimblewright that we could use as proof?
Maybe.
I bet. Do we have to catch a Dre to go back?
So, what happens if we walk into the House of Inspired Hands and they say, "Oh, someone else killed it," and then we show up with a piece of something that isn't a nimblewright?
There must have been a second one that we also killed. I don't know. I just want to get this fucking stone out of my head.
Don't they have other nimblewrights?
Yes. For the parade.
Yeah. Could we just ask to borrow one?
Yeah.
Could we like rent it?
Would
Yes.
Malia, being a resident of Waterdeep, would she know anything about renting nimblewrights?
Would you know anything about renting nimblewrights?
We're
Or
heroes.
the use of nimblewrights?
Roll me history.
We're popular. I bet they would rent us a nimble, right? But what if they ask what it's for, and we have to say we're breaking in and stealing a bunch of money?
We
13?
need help around the tavern.
I mean, Malia, you know it never hurts to ask.
Let's try it.
I think
Our bartender left. We need more help around until she gets back.
Yes!
All right, so we should go in saying that we haven't found the nimblewright, and we need help.
Yes.
Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Better
I'm
than
good to try.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Better than saying it wore a wig.
Better than saying it had a wig and died. Let's
Um,
do it.
So we're going to go to the House of Inspired.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. So you guys, you head to the House of
run.
Inspired Hands. The sounds of Waterdeep in the rain kind of fading behind you as you go inside. Yeah. So the House of Inspired Hands. Again, you walk inside and you're greeted with like all of these different constructed things, these wonders. The House of Inspired Hands is about building things, wonderful things. And inside you find some of the priests, and there's some people that are observing these large constructions, different apparati. And you do find Valletta, the priest that you had met previously, the Dragonborn, kind of off towards the front, speaking to someone.
Alia, you do the talking.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
All right. Malia will stand a respectable distance away, but also eavesdrop, but also look busy.
Okay, so you're standing a respectable distance away, and
With my ear pointed right at them.
right, okay.
I'm looking at, because I think, if my memory serves me correctly, there are like museum pieces or something, right?
Yeah, so it's called the Hall of Exemplary Inventions. All right, it has 24 marble pedestals, and each one of them has a prize-winning invention or a miniature model of some kind displayed upon it. So you walk over to one, and they're standing in front of what looks to be like a wooden flying machine on top of one of these pedestals, speaking to each other. So yeah, you want to just You want to do it sneakily, and you want to perceive? Is that it?
Heck yeah, I'm going to listen.
All right, so give me stealth to see if they even notice you.
Oh God.
9.
Oh,
Okay.
gee.
And then give me your perception check.
Okay. My shoes do clack, clack, clack a lot. Oh, that's
Yeah.
persuasion. Oops.
That's really high. But you're not persuading your perception.
See, if we were lying, that would have been a great roll.
Even better, 23 on the perception, a 9 to stealthily go over there. I think Malia might forget to turn off the clacking of her shoes as she makes her way down this like
No.
marble-lined hall of exemplary inventions. You wander past the 4-foot-tall working model of a clock tower. It rings at every hour. A miniature mechanical dragon turtle. A functional waking helmet has little metal arms and hands that slap the wearer if you fall asleep. And a miniature model of a red submarine shaped like a manta ray.
Ooh.
So you kind of like, you're standing somewhat a bit away, maybe a little bit too close, but you do kind of hear the end of this conversation because Valletta has noted that you were there. Valletta is this bronze dragonborn priest, and she's talking to this kind of, commoner looking gentleman who seems to be admiring the wooden flying machine. He goes, yes, when it's airborne, it begins to flap the wings, and it should be able to soar, but we have not done very much testing on it yet. She turns and she says, I recognize you. Welcome again, then, to the Hall of Exemplary Inventions. Gond has welcomed you.
Malia does a flourish. Hello. Good afternoon, morning.
You're late morning now.
Good morning. Yes, I was here with my companions, gesturing to the motley crew behind.
An eyebrows raise. Yes, I do remember you and your companions. Thank you for alerting me to Nim's disobedience.
Yes, in fact, we are, in a ways, here about that. We had tried to find the Nimblewright, the rogue creation, and we have not had much success so far.
She kind of just waves her hand. That is all right. The town guard found him in an alley north of here. Took care of it for me.
Ah, excellent. Well, also, the other reason we are here, so we own a tavern over Troskull Manor.
Oh, I've heard of Trollskull Manor. Yes, it seems very popular these days.
Yes, so popular, in fact, that we need some help around the bar and things.
You are looking for assistance in the construct area then, yes?
Yes, precisely.
Well, the Temple of Gond, we do make these constructs primarily for entertainment, but they will do whatever they are told.
Oh, that sounds right up our alley. Exactly what we need.
So you would like to have one made?
Do you have any available at the ready?
I suppose we could let one go, but it means we would have to make another one for ourselves anyway, so it seems about right if you do not mind a used one.
Can I have Nim?
It seems your friends back there have something to say.
Mina, what? I couldn't hear you.
Well, actually, I was wondering, because Nim has just been locked up in his room. He's been no use to anybody. Could we get him off your hands?
Cry's gonna bat her
Sure.
eyelashes really sweet.
If you're willing to deal with that troublemaker, I was going to have him decommissioned.
No.
We would
Well, that
be...
is fine,
Yeah.
if you would like to pay for it.
Discount? Oh, it is a troublemaker.
Consider it a donation to the Temple of Gond.
Sorry, I don't understand what she just said.
It's 1,000 gold.
Ah. Okay. Let me do some math on my fingers. 1 second. Okay. I have 2 golden bars that are 250 gold each. But we have to fence those.
I know. We have to sell them still. Also, question, Robo, because I entirely forgotten about this. The payments we were getting from the Harpers, it was like every few months, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah, it has not even been a month.
I was like, I don't know how long it's been since we've done that.
Yeah.
Do we have any funds from the inn's income that have come in?
The inn's income tends to come in 10 days. So you've maybe had the income one time, and I think we already handled that before Gorsey was there. So you would get it again, probably at the end of this show, unless you guys want to skip days.
Okay.
Let it be known that it's not going to be in the thousands of gold. Yeah.
Would we know anything about getting loans and stuff? Is that a thing in Waterdeep?
Well, you've talked to someone who could loan you some things.
Repeated loans.
You've talked to Mert, who ended up giving you money. There are banks around. I mean,
Oh
you
shit.
can figure it out.
All right.
Are you like counting on your fingers in front of Valletta right now?
Yes. Molly says, all right, I'll have to go manage the finances. Is there a method that you prefer? Through the bank? No.
Gold would be very much appreciated.
1,000 gold is very heavy.
It is. There's also the price of getting one of your own. Nimble rights.
It
Just
is
narrows her eyes a little bit.
So just a chest of gold, then? You don't want like a written note for the bank, or...
No, if it is a banknote that I can go cash, I suppose that it is all right.
okay.
Okay.
I think that is much better than having a wagon of gold rolled in.
Especially in this town.
Yeah.
It's fine. I do understand that it is an exorbitant amount. So, in the meantime, as a sign of good faith, take Nim early. We do not have to construct him, so he is here just waiting anyways.
Yay.
I want to go run upstairs to get him.
Crack, just like...
Cry, you start like running away to run up the stairs, and like a couple of priests like stop you as you're running up like past where people are allowed to go without an escort.
I have to
Sorry.
get my nimble right boyfriend.
She's very excited.
Valletta like sees. I can see that. Let her go. Let her go. Nim's all the way up at the top.
Okay.
You go to the familiar door of the Nimblewright's room. No answer.
Oh shoot. Nim. Are you in there? She's gonna kind of crack the door open just a little bit.
Door's locked.
Oh. Nim, I know you've been in trouble this whole time. I know how it can get lonely living in an attic, but you have gotten permission to leave with us if you want to go live at Troll Skull Manor. And
At this point in time, Valletta like comes up behind you with a key out and says, excuse me, guys.
oh, okay.
Neem, come out from back there.
Oh,
You kind of like see this like rustling, and like this Nimblewright steps out from behind a box and just stares blankly at the door. Neem, you have some new owners. And Valletta looks back and says, take him. If I am not paid within a week, we will come collect him.
okay. Nim, do you have anything you want to grab? Like, your stuff?
And just kind of like looks at you and
Okay. What's around the room? What's in Nim's room?
there's just some boxes. If you remember correctly from last time, they took everything
That's right.
out of the room.
Mina stole some of his tools for him while they were doing that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay, Nim, let's go. Screw this place. Okay, she's gonna.
Just like, and kind of follows you out.
Fun. Great.
Have fun with him. Don't let him cause any trouble. And Valletta like pulls out a small coin from their pocket and looks at Cry and then looks over at Malia and hands it to Malia.
Thank you.
Keep this on you. He will listen to what you say.
Yes, and then Malia will make sure to give the address of Troll Skull Manor and all that.
To give him Froon's address.
Like I said, 1 week you have to borrow Nim, and then I will come for payment.
More than fair. Thank
We'll
you.
have way more than 1,000 dragons by then.
We hope. Fingers crossed.
Or we'll be dead.
Or you'll be dead!
It
Oh
won't
my
matter.
god! Yeah. So you guys head back out into Waterdeep. What are you doing?
Let's go home. Drop him
Yep.
off.
Cool. Yep. So you head back out in the rain, back out into Waterdeep, and I think this is a good time for our group paying an additional copper to grab a dray to bring their new Nimblewright friend home.
Do we have to pay an extra copper for Nim?
Yep. I just said that. So an extra copper for Nim. To take your Nimblewright friend home. And when we come back, we'll have resolved that little bit there. Thank you for tuning in to DieFall Presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Episode 18, the penultimate episode of Dragon Heist, Part 1. We will be back in about 3 to 5 minutes to resolve any of these other side mission things. We'll be right back. Hey guys, we're talking about feet. I don't know what you guys were doing during the break, but we're talking about feet.
Gamer feet, baby.
Gamer feet. God, it's an uncomfortable thing to say. Anyways, welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Yeah, the city's busy. You take God, I can't even. I'm just thinking about feet now. This is really awkward. I'm thinking
Bobo's
about
one of those
feet.
guys now.
I'm thinking about feet, and this is where we mark it right here.
Who's clipping? Clip it. Someone clip it. Joel's thinking about feet.
I'm thinking about feet. Okay. So we're back at Waterdeep. You guys take your newfound construct friend Nim back to Troll Skull Alley and Troll Skull Tavern. Inn and Tavern, I suppose. What is the official name of Troll Skull?
I thought it was the manor.
I think it's Troll Skull Manor.
Yeah, I thought it was
Okay.
Manor.
Okay. I thought maybe you had changed it when, I don't know, it was no longer a manor, but it was an inn and a tavern.
Oh, baby, we need to keep the regal vibe with it.
Okay. All right, sure. Regal vibe.
When does Mina get her Troll Skull?
I don't know. Considering you asked for it yesterday, I
Yeah,
don't know.
That's a lot of time to burn a troll, I think.
Yeah. Maybe they forgot about you.
How long does it take to burn flesh off a skull? Come on, let's get this here.
Get going.
Get it here. This is not. I mean, you didn't even pay for the expedited shipping, so I can't imagine. And you don't pay. There's no Amazon Prime here.
They didn't offer.
Waterdeep Amazon Prime.
Come on.
You just see these specialized drays racing across town and like throwing packages on doors.
Oh my god, I love it. So you're home now. What you got your
I'm gonna take
mechanical
him
being.
upstairs. He's gonna. I don't have any plants to water anymore. Never mind.
The patrons like kind of give some looks when you walk in. You have this weird mechanical thing.
Don't stare.
Gigi just looks over and goes, adventurous.
Don't stare.
They're all staring.
Ew.
It's really weird. Nim just kind of like
Aw.
looks around the room.
It's okay, Nim. They stare at me too. And now we're gonna go upstairs. I'll just go hide him in the attic until we.
Yeah, so you grab Nim by the hand and you drag him all the way upstairs to your attic.
Yay.
And you put him in. You bring him inside the room, and then what?
Okay, so this is my bed. There's a storage closet over there if you wanna. I don't know. Do you sleep?
Nothing.
Okay. I don't sleep sometimes too. That's okay. Well, you could use my bed if you want. This is a window. This is where my plants used to be. I would have you water them, but they are no longer living. And that's just a personal issue I'm dealing with. So just for your own sake, Nim, just stay here. Just stay here. Here up in this room. Here. And I want to give him my mechanical canary to hold on to. Like, if you ever get lonely, and sometimes I do, sometimes, you just wind it up and it'll play a fun song. So here you go.
Puts it out and put it in his hand and looks at it. And it kind of like tweets its little song, and he just sits there and looks at it.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye, Nim.
He just sits there and stares at your little mechanical canary.
Great, I'm gonna leave and close the door.
Sure.
And go back downstairs. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna live for, I guess now, he's just hiding up there. So, I don't think he will leave. Hopefully not. He doesn't have any, plants to water or anything like that anymore. So, he'll just be up there doing things.
He'll get you some more plants, Kai.
I hope.
I just need a little bit more money first. So clue number 3.
Wait, what time is it?
Early afternoon.
Dinner!
Yes. We do have dinner tonight. And Kai, you look amazing for dinner. You're so put together.
I mean, all of you are in various states of having been in the downpour outside, but
I've looked better!
For Cry, she looks great.
Fantastic! Okay, lives in my room. Left my canary with him. Okay, third clue was...
Potentially doppelgangers, whom we are meeting tomorrow night.
That's right. Should we just do a little...
After dinner tonight.
After dinner, right. And then after dinner the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So we could just have a sequence of 3 dinner parties.
But we can't wait too long, because we only have Nim for a week before we have to pay for him.
Shit.
Yes, we should try to get some progress done on trying to figure out how we can get this vault open.
Right. So, the vault is in that pink flump. What's it called?
Mm-hmm. Flum.
Yes.
Pink flump. Flump. Flump.
yeah, it's a theater.
Now, I have a feeling we are not going to be able to just waltz into the theater and go find a trap door and open it and go down with our nimble right and our whatever else heck we need to bring with us. So, we should maybe think about that?
I guess.
Yes. Scout out.
Under the stage in the North Ward. So under the stage in a trap door, but also down a hallway. So under the stage, trap door, hallway. Okay. Isn't there... No, never mind. I don't know anything about theaters.
Malia, is it an indoor theater or an outdoor theater? Like, it's not like an amphitheater, is it?
It's indoor.
Indoors? Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever met the owner?
I believe you asked about the owner previously, Malia.
Yes, it is owned by... I took notes. Ayokaste Noriano.
Daliano, but yes.
That's a fun
Daliano.
name. Daliano. It's Leviosa.
Aw.
Yes. Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Have I ever met Daliano?
Have you been to the Pink Flump for a theater outgo thing? You tell me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you've met her. You found her to be a somewhat selfish middle-aged widow with no great love of theater.
Oh, she does not appreciate the arts. It just wasted on her. She's very selfish, and she's a widow. I heard that
She's a spider?
not that kind of widow. The kind that your husband has passed away.
Oh. Sorry for her.
Fry's boyfriend was a skeleton. Does that make her a widow?
Am I a widow too?
Yes, but you are not selfish like her.
Oh, cool. I'm a cool widow.
We could scout it out. We have some time to kill before dinner. The north wall.
Yeah, so I mean, if you take a look at your little mappy map here, and you remember where you were at for the Lightsinger Theater, the Pink Flump is just south and west of that. So I'll bring the this can go up to the token layer, so you can see it just south of the Lightsinger Theater. And chat, I'll bring this up for you as well.
Oh, that's the castle ward.
Castle. Oh, hello.
Would we have enough time to go there with a dray, come back?
For dinner?
Possibly.
Depends on what kind of.
It's early afternoon. You go there now. Takes maybe 30 minutes to an hour. You get there, do whatever you want to do. 30 minutes to an hour back. I mean,
Might as well.
Yeah.
and the dinner that you've planned for tonight is Embrick and Avi.
Mhm.
Yes.
They will understand if we're a little late.
Neighbors. We can tell Chi-Chi to tell them, like, oh, we're gonna be right there. We're gonna be back soon. Don't leave, please. Right?
Yes. So let's go do that. We'll tell Gigi, probably Jane too, that we're expecting Embry and Avi, that we might be a little late on our way back.
Yeah. So you guys want to head over to the Pink Flump. You grab another dray. Take a copper. Take a copper. And you pull up to the Pink Flump. The name of the Pink Flump Theater is displayed on a sign mounted to the building. Posters outside the walls advertise the latest shows, Meet the Goodberries and Kiss of the Lamia. The former is a comical glimpse into the travails of a large halfling family engaged in illicit criminal activity. The latter is a tragic play about an evil Mulhorandi prince who's been banished to a desert, charmed by a Lamia, and then sent back with powerful magic items to conquer his homeland in her name.
Welcome to the Pink Flump.
Flomp.
Flump.
You're French.
Does there appear to be a show anytime soon?
You do take note of the sign on the main doors. It says, "Quiet, plays in session."
Oh, shit.
Is there a schedule for the plays
There's
for
a
like the next week?
Yeah, there's a schedule of the plays, and it seems that they all happen. The first, to Meet the Goodberries, is in the early afternoon, whereas the tragedy, the Kiss of Lamia, is later in the evening. There seems to be about an hour gap in between the two of them as they switch out both of the shows.
So nothing in the morning times.
No, it seems the morning is open.
That's good. Are there any like upper banisters that we could like get a bird's eye view of the stage?
You'd like to walk inside?
Yes. Quietly.
We'll probably need tickets to go in.
Yeah, there's someone standing at the ticket booth. Seems to be a young halfling woman.
Oh, Molly has been here before. She could tell you what the inside looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. There doesn't seem to be an upper story to this. It seems to just all be, like maybe 10 or 12 rows down to the stage. But this is not as large a theater as a light singer.
We could perhaps come here for show and during the show after we can investigate. I don't know what would be better.
Should we just come tomorrow morning when there is no show?
We could, but so do we want to do this illegally or legally? Is my question.
That is always the question. The only thing that I find that if we are to try and sneak in later, trying to watch a show with a nimble light and also whoever else we bring with us to get downstairs might be a little odd.
Ah, I was thinking we were going to do some recon. I was going to perhaps could send Kiggs under there.
I mean, you could probably send Kiggs now. Ooh! I have a thing that turns invisible!
I keep waiting for someone to remember that you have a tiny little imp person that can turn invisible, turn into a rat, turn into a bat, turn into a spider. I'm sitting here waiting for this.
Oh, talk! Kiggs can't talk.
Send your dog in.
Yeah, send
Yes.
Puppy.
We are here. So might as well send him now.
True. Tipo. And this is kind of like quietly, like telepathically, I guess.
Yeah,
at
you have
this point.
telepathic with him, yeah.
Would you be able to go quietly and as stealthily as possible, take a look under the stage in there and see if there's a trap door?
Trapdoor under the stage.
Right?
Uh-huh.
They said it was under the stage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait.
Okay. Yeah, I can, yeah, I guess, this is to get to the vault thing, yeah? Okay. How am I getting inside?
Could you sneak in as a little spider under the door?
Oh. Yeah, I could probably make that happen. Yeah, And, like, in front of you, like, at face level, there's a spider just, like, right here, and then just drops down to the floor. that was funny. I'll be right back. And then, like, you see it, like, we, like, follow the spider with the camera, right? Just down in, and then, like, squeezes through the little wall, pops out on the other side, and we follow him. And you can, like, hear like the muffled sounds of this, like, laughter as the people are watching the Meet the Goodberries play. There's all these halflings on stage, and they're all laughing uproariously through their physical comedy antics. Some of them falling over each other, very Three Stooges-esque. The theater seems relatively busy. A lot of people trying to get out of the rain here in the middle of the day. But this little spider's... Roll me a stealth for your little boy here.
For Tipo. Ooh, fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, let me take a look at his thing right now, because I don't know.
He gets stealth plus 5, but I don't know if that works as spider form.
Right, as a spider, I'm trying to think, because he might get advantage of the spider. So hang on, let me find a spider real quick.
Okay.
Because he's very, very small right now. Just a little spider.
He's so small.
Very
Little small
I hope
spider.
nobody steps on him.
Oh, so wait. He has stealth plus 5. Okay, so technically that's already better than a spider.
Cool.
So you can just go ahead and use that, because Tipo is he's an intelligent being. An 8 for Tipo to stealth into the theater. Luckily, the theater is dark, and he's making his way down towards the stage. We like follow him in there, and no one seems to have noticed him yet. Everyone's focused on the play at hand. But he tries to make his way past like one of the ushers on the side that's kind of blocking the way to the backstage area. The usher, human male, seems to be holding like a hooded lantern to shed some light wherever he needs to. Looks down, ugh, and he makes to stomp on Tipo here. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from Tipo?
Come on, Tipo.
Wow,
A
he's bad at
6.
rolling.
The boot makes a connection on top of Tipo. So what happens when when Teepo's shape thing happens? Because I think he only has 1 HP when he's in that form.
Mike's face.
Probably. So I think he probably he reverts to his true form if it dies.
Yeah, so he gets stomped on, and then all of a sudden the guy looks down, and there's this like little horned demon thing underneath his foot, and Teepo goes, ah, hi, and then roll me another dexterity saving throw.
Jesus. Oh, that's much
20.
better.
Oh my god.
All of a sudden,
That's so
like,
much better.
we just see like the boot after Teepo kind of like goes invisible, slam down on the floor, goof, and like people kind of look over at him, and some of the actors on stage are like, ha 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 ha, and then they continue doing the play, and Teepo is now invisible. So our camera now follows invisible floating Teepo towards the backstage. Roll me another stealth check, this time at advantage because he's invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, so a 20. Very, very well rolled. So he makes his way kind of towards the backstage area. We look around and like the camera can see, and we see Teepo making notes of like, oh, there's a side door. There seems to be a door that also goes to the backstage from this side door that's outside. And he goes behind the stage itself. And there seems to be rows and rows and rows of changing rooms and dressing rooms. And it's kind of a madhouse back there. There are so many little halflings back here for this show in all different sorts of costumes. And you see some that are like dressed as trees, and you see some that are dressed as different creatures and stuff. And as the various halfling family for this play make their way on and off the stage, we still get like the muffled sounds of the laughing from the audience. Teepo starts poking his head into every one of these little rooms here. So I'm gonna have you make investigation rolls for Teepo to try and find this trapdoor while he's here on the stage. He's got a lot of time because he is invisible, right? So he basically has the entirety of the play to find this thing. But it's more of a timing thing to like find, to make sure people aren't in the particular dressing room that he's in, or anything of that nature. So, oh, sorry, that the stealth thing just popped up for me. It was a 22 for stealth.
Yeah.
So roll me an investigation check.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have investigation, so just an intelligence check?
Just an intelligence roll.
Okay.
A 6. And like, I think maybe it's too busy for him to really get a good look at any particular one of these rooms. And we like follow him in and out of all these things, but it seems to be almost complete chaos with the play actually happening right now, and people are all over the place. I think this whole thing probably takes about 30 minutes, right? And eventually, you hear him while in the background. He's like, "Okay, I'm in the back. I ain't found shit."
Nothing at all.
There is so many halflings out here. I've been bumped into like 6 times. Luckily, they haven't even noticed me yet. I got stepped on. I mean, does it have to be now? Like, can't you just do some weird adventure nighttime shenanigans? Like, this is nuts.
I mean, yes, we can, but we're already here. You can't see anything in there? No door under the stage or anything?
I did go under the stage, but there's trapdoors, but they seem to go just up to the stage and then down under the stage. I'm not seeing anything that looks like, goes to a really cool, spooky, scary vault thing.
All right. And Mina's gonna say to Malia, he can't find anything.
She looks at Cry. You said the pink flump, right?
That's what the stone said.
Well, tell him to look harder.
He said it is very busy there, and he's having a hard time searching because there's a bunch of halflings running around and bumping. You got stepped on?
Yeah, when I was a spider, I got stomped on. It hurt really bad, but I'm okay.
Did anybody see you?
Probably.
Well, he also got stepped on while he was a spider. And he says that he might have been seen.
That's not good.
Should we perhaps go? Maybe come back when it's not so busy.
Yes. Yes, we can do that.
All right, Tipo, we are going to go, so we will come back when it's not so busy.
Yeah, okay. I'll figure out how to get out of here. See you in a little bit. Where do I find you?
Back home?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Holy crap, there's like, I've never seen so many halflings in my entire life.
T-Po's big adventure.
Welcome to Waterdeep.
Yeah. Okay, well, just try not to get seen again, okay?
Yeah, and we get the camera inside and we like see invisible Tipo kind of like plastered up against the corner of a wall somewhere in one of these dressing rooms. So, yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, well, see you at home. Be careful.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay,
So
well-
you guys leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mina, is he gonna be okay in there? He's not.
He'll be fine. He's been through hell and back, I'm sure.
Wow.
Because he's an imp.
Okay. So it turns out this was the finale episode, and I'm firing all of you.
Aww.
My career.
my lucrative career. So you guys want to head back to your place?
Yes. Dinner time.
Yeah, sure. So we kind of and you guys head back to Troll Skull, and you find it to be roughly dinner time. The rain has not let up all day long, but you do find that Troll Skull, as it is wont to be nowadays, is a rather lively place, especially because of the rain. Lots of people inside here. Gigi, tuning his lute, getting ready to play for the evening. He's got a hat laying down on the ground, already filled with a couple of copper pieces.
Yay, Gigi.
He's posted up next to the fireplace. Yeah. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna go run upstairs and check on Nim really quick. Make sure he didn't break anything or escape or anything.
Yeah. So you go up.
I want to
You
knock
enter your
first. You
room.
always knock first.
Sure. You knock.
Don't want to catch him
No,
doing
yeah,
something.
you never know. Okay. Nim.
There's no answer.
Okay, I'm coming in. I'm gonna open the door.
You walk in and you find Nim sitting on the floor. Your bird has been taken apart in front of him.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen.
I don't know how to feel right now. This is more emotions than Cry has ever dealt with in her life that she can remember. Hey, Nim. What are you doing?
He's holding like one of the wings and like the beak in one hand. He goes, tick, tick, tick. He just looks at you.
Okay. Is it gonna sing again eventually? I'm gonna need a translator or a mind reader or something. But then again, I guess I didn't talk that much when I first got here. So, you know what, Nim? You can keep that. It helped me. Now it can help you. Yeah. You don't need anything?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
A 16. Kind of look around the room and you like, one of the hinges from the window's missing. A couple of nails have been pulled out of the floor.
Okay.
And it looks like the lock mechanism to one of the trunks in the room has also been dismantled.
But nothing's gone out of the trunk.
Your perception check shows that the trunk has only been opened just to get the lock out.
Well, you know what? From one weirdo to another, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. Well, as long as you're not gonna take the whole room down, I think I need to get him some things. Can Cry just kind of covertly, as best as she can, go around Troll Skull and just try and find just some knickknacks? Can I investigate?
Well, when you say knickknacks, are you looking for things that are very similar to this bird, or are you looking for like silverware?
Anything. Yeah.
It's Cry.
So,
Come on.
Most of the
I don't know
stuff
what I'm looking
that
for.
Sure. Most of the stuff that ends up in Troll Skull is brought by your patrons and owned by your patrons.
Cool.
So, are you trying to rob them?
No, I was just thinking, like, look behind the bar if there's like a wine cork or like a shard of glass or a nail or.
Thank you for letting me know what you're
cat
actually
trash.
looking for.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Do we have a lost and found box?
It's a 5. You go around, and you guys watch, like, after Cry has run upstairs and is now swiftly come back downstairs, starts, like, rummaging from behind the bar. Jane is, like, trying to get out of the way. She goes back into the kitchen. You hear, like, the banging of pots and pans, and you hear Joyce go, "Hey, wait, that's dinner. Don't mess with that." And then, like, we see her come back out flying around. She's got, like, a bundle of things in her arms, and she runs all the way back upstairs. Cry, you've brought a pan, a cork, 2 screws, a wine bottle opener, and let's say like a couple of pieces of cloth.
Cool. Okay, she's gonna gently set them down with like the bird parts. She's gonna be like, okay, like I brought you some stuff to use. Just use this stuff. Because I don't want my room to fall apart. I will say you can have the other hinges on the window and like 3 more nails off the floor, but after that, that's it.
Just looks at you.
Okay, I hope that's a yes. Yeah, I wonder. And you know what? You can have. You can have this wooden spoon too. And I found this a long time ago, so but it's yours now. And you do whatever you need to do with it. Okay? I don't know why I asked, because I'm not gonna get a response. Okay. Okay. Bye, Nim, and I'm gonna leave. Go back downstairs.
Eventually, Cry makes her way downstairs. While this was all happening, what was everyone else doing?
I think Mina would have gone and changed into some dry clothes.
Yeah, probably a good plan.
Ollie would have just prestidigitationed herself.
Nothing Varys has is clean or presentable for like a dinner thing, so he's just gonna put on.
Well, you had like your yellow suit, right, at one point in time?
Oh my
And
god.
the cane.
I
You had a cane,
take
didn't
away
you?
everything I just said. He's wearing his yellow suit to dinner
Fantastic, yeah.
with
Wearing
the cane and
the
top
yellow
hat.
suit and the cane and top hat. So we get this like nice stately walk of Varys, what he thinks a noble looks like, walking down the stairs in his yellow suit and cane. All of the patrons notice you because you are bright as a ray of sunshine.
Yes, he is.
Just gonna wave politely to everyone as he walks right to the table and underneath.
Yup. Ruining any illusion that we might have had that he knew what he was doing. He immediately goes underneath the table. Perfect. So Molly, you're all dry. You prestidigitated yourself enough. Amina, you come downstairs after changing. So where do you guys like set this thing up? Where are you planning to eat? Just in the common room?
Trying to remember the layout of our. Hang on, let me find the layout. What's it look like again? Where is
So
it?
yeah, the bottom room is a tap room, right? And there's like a large corner table that is like kind of behind the fireplace that you could possibly use. You also have the common room upstairs, which you guys have commandeered multiple times. You could probably have something set up there. Otherwise, those are kind of like your only real locations that you could utilize.
I think that corner section would probably be okay.
Yeah, I mean, it sits about 8. You could
Yeah.
make it work for sure. So So yeah, you note. I would have said that you guys would have made mention of this to your cooks and to Dasher. Dasher's working tonight, by the way. So Dasher would have set all of this stuff up, and Joyce and Jane would have both known that you would have set up here. So the table's set. There's like glasses on the table already, a couple of bottles of wine. So yeah, I guess you guys are just waiting for your friends.
Yeah.
Yep. Eventually, they do make their way inside. Where is the thing that I made for this? Sorry. Doesn't want to open. Okay, that's fine. So eventually, your two Genasi friends enter. Embrick and Avi. The like little bell on the door rings, and the sound of the rain outside hits your ears, and you kind of perk around the fireplace there, and you see them absolutely soaked, even though it's not much of a walk to get over there. But they wave very friendly. And of course, Avi's the first one to greet you all. Friends. Oh, lovely to have you here. And look at this table. Oh, Embrick, isn't it wonderful? And Embrick just looks at her. And they both make their way over to the table, and they sit down next to each other. And you see, like, Avi's like got a hand on Embrick's knee, and it's kind of weirdly steaming because Embrick's made of mostly fire and Avi's made of water, so it's just kind of like there. And Avi is immediately like striking up a conversation. Did you guys hear about Trolltide? What craziness was that? The trolls actually in the streets, and not just the ones that we burn and laugh at. And some of the children, it turns out some of the children were actually goblins, and they started looting some places. Wild day.
I did not hear about those goblins.
Oh, yes. The Waterdeep god took care of it relatively quickly, but I don't think we've ever had a Trolltide like that, have we, Embrick? And he goes,
Well, we are getting one of those troll skulls for up in here.
Is that right? Well, that would look nice above the fireplace there. Definitely would be troll skull, wouldn't it?
That's what I thought.
Wonderful idea. And then he kind of like looks over at you. You guys all have like full glasses of wine. He goes, do you mind if I trouble you for a glass of that wine there?
Absolutely not. And Mina starts pouring wine.
Wonderful. Embrick, what would you like? Ale. Luckily, Dasher Snowbeetle is close enough by. One ale coming up, and he goes and gets it from the bar and brings it back over, and you all have drinks. And eventually, the food is brought out. Is the same stew that was made for when oh my god, I always forget his name, even though I made the man.
Ramdon Gorsay or something like that.
Yeah, Ramdon Gorsay.
There you go.
Showed up.
Malia would talk it up as it's about to be brought out. She's gonna say, "So this was the exact meal that was presented to Random Gorsay, blah blah blah, review, blah, blah."
Yeah, absolutely. And Avi is just like enraptured with this. Ramdon Gorsay ate here. I had heard rumors, but that's incredible. And you served him this? And so, of course, like, with all care, Avi takes a bite. Oh, the roast is wonderful. Embrick, isn't it great? And Embrick looks at and continues to eat the stew.
I love Embrick.
So how has work been?
It's been somewhat slow, but Embrick's been rather busy, haven't you, dear? Yes, we've been, less so on the lock-making side, but we have been making some weapons and armor for the Waterdeep god. I think most of our business is done through them. That's our largest contract, but adventurers do come by from time to time. I did get to fashion a new shield the other day, and get a little bit to do a scroll work on the edges. It's kind of a fancy adventurer type came by, and the day-to-day is pretty good.
I believe the carpenter's next to the smithy, right?
Tally's place. Yeah, it's across. Across the way, I think.
Has Tally returned? Do you know?
Oh, no. So, eventually we did get a letter from him, so we wouldn't worry too much about it. But so Tally, he went to go visit some family. There seemed to have been a goblin raid on his home, so he went to go help out some of his family. Where is it? Embrick, where is he from?
Goldenfields.
That's right, Goldenfields. So he went home. He's gonna repair some homes and granaries, for some friends and family of his. I'm sure he'll be back within the month.
What I know from just the general geography, is that close to Anthel?
So Amphale is like almost directly north of Waterdeep. But you can take the North Furrow Road from Waterdeep to Goldenfields, and it's northeast, almost directly. So Amphale is like same parallel as Goldenfields, just Goldenfields is east of it.
Is there like some significant distance between the two?
You'd have to there's no real roads between the two because all roads lead to Waterdeep. But you could walk across the wilderness for a while and probably get to it in, maybe 5 to 7 days if you were walking.
Okay. This is probably unrelated. Oh dear.
There that I don't know are true, but
It's awful.
Oh, it happens from time to time. Luckily, within Waterdeep's walls, we're rather well protected.
Yes. And then Malia will just start telling stories of things to entertain them.
Sure. Yeah, and unless you guys have anything else you want to ask of them, we can just kind of fast forward through the evening. Bottles of wine brought out. You guys are still there. Even eventually, Embrick opens up and shares a chuckle or two after, plenty of ale.
Malia will try to get some gossip out of them.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Our neighbors. Gossip about our neighbors. Especially that weird guy who works at the Tiger's Eye.
Yes, the old guy that doesn't look old.
The old guy that doesn't look old. So you want to know? Okay, so you want to know about a guy. This is why I needed.
Oh my god.
Sorry, we didn't know we were gonna ask these questions.
So you're looking after Vincent Trench.
Yes.
So what do you ask?
Oh, he's rather unusual, isn't he? Oh, he's so dashing, but human?
The question mark on the end? Is that
Human?
Yeah?
Oh, Vincent's been here for such a long time. I never quite gave a thought to whether or not he was human, or maybe I figured he had a little bit of elf blood in him,
What if he's a doppelganger?
Do you say that out loud?
No. This is just Serena brain.
He's a wonderful man, and he does a lot of good work for people around here.
Oh, a good man. What sort of things has he done for people?
Well, it's said that Vincent can find any secret in Waterdeep for a fee.
Oh. That is interesting.
Seems to do a lot of, private detective work. A lot of times for the nobles in the area. Finding out if who's cheating on who, or which servant's getting with which lord, and all of that kind of thing.
So
Though he did tell me the other day he was investigating something. It seemed that there had been a large amount of gold stolen from one of the lord's places. Who was that? Embrick, who was it?
Growlhuns. Straight from the villa. Took it right off their horse.
That's right, Growlhuns. Now, I've never been one to really like the Growlhuns. Very arrogant and seem very power hungry, but the amount of gold he was talking about, there's no way they're gonna just let that go.
great.
Oh no. How's Fala doing?
I believe you've seen Fala more recently than we have, isn't that right, Embrick?
She came by a couple days ago. Wanted to get some metal work done. couple of plant pots.
Oh, is that right? Well, they seem fine, I suppose.
All right. Malia runs out of questions.
Gucci. So, our guy's a doppelganger. It is for sure. For sure, no doubt. And of course, we're having trouble finding out, this clue, because he's the one neighbor we have never talked to.
That's not true. There's 2.
Yeah, what isn't there a dragonborn that owns like a bookstore or something?
Bookworm's treasure.
What? Yeah.
Would probably have been a great place to get some of those, I don't know, little bird things to send to some of your Harper contacts.
Or the smut book for our priest.
That's good. We got that one for free. It's fine.
Malia will ask for. Oh, what about the dragonborn at the bookstore? How are they doing?
Rishal? They tend to keep to themselves. A bit haughty for my taste.
Embrick was right asshole, if you ask me.
Oh, why do you say that?
Embrick.
Always looking down his big-ass nose at everyone else.
Oh,
Embrick.
down.
I'll say what I want to say, Avi. Those wizard types, you know? All about books and learning and things of that nature. Give me something solid. You know, metal, fire.
Embrick, that's enough. Ugh. He goes back to like his 3rd helping of the stew.
Embrick, are you sad that you can't read because you touch books and they burn?
He looks over, looks at you.
I don't burn everything. I run a little hot, okay?
Just asking.
And Avi looks at him. Well, he's not the best reader.
Avi, you don't have to tell him that.
Embrick, they're friends. It's fine.
I'm not a good
He's learning, though. He's doing rather well.
I can't read.
I'm really bad at reading, and Bravo.
I can read.
And Cry can't read is sometimes we gotta bring notes to Malia or Amina and have them read them because we don't know what they say.
Yeah, it gets kind of bothersome sometimes, right? You want to be able to do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you learning too, then?
No.
Oh.
if
Avi
I
here
need
is a
something-
great teacher.
If I need something read, I take it to them. They know how to read. They know the big words that I don't know.
That's good. That's good. It's good to
I
have
never had to
people
read,
around.
so I don't have to read now, I guess. I got them.
Well, I think you should learn. I'm getting pretty good at it. Like,
Looks around and points over.
that says beer.
Yes, it does.
And
Well
Avi's,
done.
well done, dear. That is entirely correct. Yes. They kind of just like shake their head. Well, it's been a wonderful evening, but I do believe we'll try to get home so we can dry off before it's too late in the evening. But thank you for dinner. It's been wonderful. We'll have to do this again sometime, yeah?
Oh, absolutely.
Good. And so they kind of like get up and you guys say your goodbyes and they head back out into the rain. You see like steam coming up off Embrick as he's outside. And they link arm in arm and go back to their home.
They're so cute.
Mina's gonna go back over to Malia and whisper, Tiger's Eye's totally a doppelganger.
Oh, ah. Oh. Yes. You are so smart, Mina.
Heard that both Skada and Tally had to leave at the same time.
Was it the same time?
Similar times.
I guess it all happened really fast, so yeah.
It's only been like a week since we've met either
True.
of them.
True.
I'm gonna go check on Nim really quick.
Oh my god.
I'm really nervous.
Yeah.
It's like adopting a new like cat or dog and having them be in the house, and you're like, what if they break
Yeah,
in?
absolutely.
What if they eat?
So So it's been a couple hours now. Dinner lasted probably quite a long time for you guys. So you go back upstairs and you knock on the door again.
Nim.
Nothing.
Okay, she's gonna walk in.
You see Nim, still sitting on the floor, but in front of him is a curious little thing. You see what looks to be like on a metal base, similar to the one that you had before, but it looks to be probably bent and made out of some of the door hinges. You notice now that almost all the door hinges are missing. So the windows are kind of just pressed into place. There's nothing really holding them there. So some of the rain has definitely started coming in. But he's sitting on the ground and like around this base, and it looks... So the original bird base was probably like this. It's now like this size.
Oh my god.
And on it, there's like a couple of the pieces. You see twisted nails coming up out of the base in what looked to be in like a tree formation. And the little bird has been reconstructed and is sitting on one of the branches of the tree. The crank handle's a little bit larger, and you note that the top of it isn't necessarily all the way finished yet, but the scroll work for the song, the little pinned song in the metal, the cylinder's larger now. And he kind of it's on the ground in front of him, and he just looks up at you.
Oh my gosh, Nim. She wants to like get down and sit down with him and look at it.
Mm-hmm. So you reach out for it, and he doesn't move, and you look it over, noting all of those different things, the crank handle being a little bit larger, and it doesn't look as polished as the original version did, and obviously much less purple now. It seems the only purple portion of it is the bird and some of the pieces of metal that had been used to create the original version. The gears inside as well seem to be, the crank gears seem to be purple, but there seem to be some new pieces.
This is very good. Okay, I'll let you finish. Just wanted to check on you. I don't have to like ask if you've eaten breakfast because you don't eat. And it's also dinner time. So okay. Okay, bye. She's gonna leave. Let Nim finish his fun little project.
Okay.
You know what? She's gonna actually go to the window.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anyone below? Like below the window?
Roll me a perception check. It is raining outside, so it's gonna be hard to see. A 12? Near enough as you can make out. It doesn't seem like a busy night. The rain seems to be keeping people off the street.
So, if they were pushed out the window and shattered on the ground, it wouldn't hit anybody.
You can certainly try.
I'll wait for another day when everyone cries for sure. But for now, the rain doesn't bother her. She's just gonna take them off carefully and hope they don't fall. And just put them over like somewhere else.
Rain immediately begins coming into the room.
That's that's okay.
And like Nim is like sitting in front of this window, and he's just starting to like tink 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 tink.
Okay,
tink, tink.
okay. I didn't realize how hard the rain was. She's gonna try and very carefully put them back. Okay, Nim. Carry on, and she's gonna go downstairs.
Yeah, so you head
with
back
friends.
downstairs.
So Nim is right at home. I think he's well adjusted.
Oh, you know what? I think I have some of his tools in my room.
Oh my god, can I go give them to him?
Sure, I think they're just in a box under the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna go into Mina's room.
Sure.
Can I look in Mina's room? What's in Mina's room?
Did you hide the stuff? I mean, or you know what? Roll me investigation.
I want to see what's in Mina's. I'm gonna snoop.
17. Mina, what does Cry find?
You know what? Cry might actually find underneath. There's a couple boxes under her bed. One of them is clearly just a bunch of tools sticking out of a box. One of them's closed, so if she wants to go through it, She's welcome
She's
to.
not gonna rummage. She wants to survey the. She just wants to see what Mina's room looks like really bad, because she's never been in it, and she heard you talking to a scary boyfriend.
It's military meat.
Oh, gross.
Isn't
Okay.
the fireplace messed up and your door handle messed up?
That's
Yes.
Yep.
gonna run her finger along the fireplace, and like, does like soot come off on her finger?
Oh,
and stuff?
absolutely. Yeah, like, but it's like weird. It hasn't been cleaned. So like, it looks like a blast furnace was in here at one point in time. It's just like the soot like extends outwards in all directions from around. It's not just in the fireplace.
Huh.
Weird. Okay, she's gonna get the tools then. She's gonna get the tools from the box.
Yeah, and like you make your way back to the door handle and you notice that like it's all weirdly like crunched in and stuff, and you. Okay, and you go and you deliver the tools to Nim.
Nim, I found these. These are yours.
Still sitting on the floor,
Great.
looks up at you.
She's gonna. Are they in like a roll thing, or are they in like a box? Like.
Oh, I think you just put them in a box and
Yeah.
you had stolen them individually,
Yeah.
I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like random odds and ends worth of tools.
She's gonna set the box down, and she's gonna grab something out of the box and like hold it out to him.
Yeah, so you've grabbed a random pair of pliers
Yeah.
and like Nim, hand up, reaches out to you.
Cool. Here.
Do you give it to him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you plop the pliers into his hand and he takes it and then he just looks at you.
I like hanging out with you. Okay. Bye, Nim. Good luck with your thing. And then she's gonna go back downstairs. Okay, so now Nim is super comfortable.
And you guys are finishing up your remains of dinner and wine and drinks and whatever. Anything else you want to do this evening?
Well, we should probably address the fact that we need one more key to unlock the vault. And did we think it was a doppelganger?
That seems to be what Glinda thought it was.
Well, maybe we could convince Vincent to come along with us and join us, and he can get a cut of gold or become dragon fodder. But that's
Or-
not for me to decide.
Or perhaps we should ask the doppelganger that we actually know?
Bonnie. But Bonnie's not an adventurer.
You know, perhaps all we need her for is to open the door.
That's
She
true.
doesn't necessarily need to come in with us,
That's true.
as far as I know.
Do you
And
think
she's just a bartender now. We don't know what she did
We don't know
before.
what she wants to do.
It's true. Okay, so go to dinner with Bonnie and ask her at dinner.
I don't think it's dinner per se. I think we're meeting all of the doppelgangers.
Oh. Well, hey, if Bonnie says no, then we can just ask the other ones.
Go down the line of doppelgangers.
Exactly. That sounds good to me.
How many were there? With like 8?
I believe there was 5.
5. That's like 8.
It's like, it's the same. It's the same number.
Definitely the same.
All right. I think that we should ask Bonnie tomorrow. Probably, if we can get her alone. Don't ask all of them at once. Until then, do you think Tipo would have another go at the pink flump?
Did Tipo make it back? Let me see if he's made it out of the pink flump. Tipo.
How far does your telepathy go with Tipo?
I'm not sure. Let me find out. Back to the chain.
We cut to the camera view of him caught in like a dray wheel. Just,
Oh, it's the familiar spell. Okay, hang on. Where's that? I don't have the spell. Do I have the spell? I might have the spell. Hang on.
You probably have the spell because you have to have it to summon him.
Aha! Well, I have find familiar.
100
Sorry,
feet.
100?
Yep. 100.
Okay. So you reach out telepathically to find Tipo, and you are unsuccessful.
I'm not sure where Tipo is.
Did he die? Can they die?
Well, if he does, I believe he just goes back to where he came from, I think.
I hope so.
Oh, he'll be fine. It's fine.
How does it work
fine.
if Kiggs dies?
Kix doesn't die necessarily. He just goes away for a little while.
It's probably the same with Tipo, I would think.
Am I familiar?
Are you?
I don't know what I am. There's been a lot coming up lately, and I don't know. I don't know.
Cry, you are beautiful and special in all of your ways.
Thanks, Malia.
Well, I suppose, there's nothing more we can do tonight.
Yes, I suppose too.
It's like late at night, right?
I mean, dinner ran relatively late, but I mean, you're probably like, from when you started dinner, you're probably like the 10 to 11 p.m. area.
So the bookstore would be closed, right?
More than likely.
Yeah, okay. Yep, probably bedtime then.
Cry's gonna go over to Gigi.
Yeah, Gigi's been just playing on the lute. Do you wait till he finishes his song?
Nope.
Okay, you go up to Gigi and he looks at you. He continues to play.
Hey, Gigi.
Hello there, Cry.
I like that
What
song.
can I do for you? Well, thank you.
Good song.
Wrote it myself. It's pretty good.
What's it called?
Wind in the Willow.
Cool. Crazy weather, huh?
Well, springtime in Waterdeep tends to be pretty rainy. Yep, seems about right.
I wouldn't.
But you're not from around here, though, eh?
know. I'm
Yeah.
not.
It's all right. It's all right. You'll get used to it.
I hope. It's better than the cold.
The cold? Where you from?
I came in through the troll gate, is what Malia told me. So must be from the north. It was just
Don't know where you're from.
not really. No. I just kind of
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
No!
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 Bad DM, bad!
You thought you'd get away from it. You thought.
I was literally
You
just now
thought!
thinking, I was like, this fucking stone hasn't talked to me all
You
day.
thought.
Fuck.
You thought.
Oh,
25. So when you say you don't know, you feel this pressure, and you're able to fight your way through it, and you just hear a voice says, "Well, don't lie to the man." And like Gigi sees you like concentrating on something. Lash, you all right?
I'm from Crypt Garden Forest. I think that's what it's called. That's what Malia called it.
Hey, Bravo. You're very quiet, so maybe speak more into the mic. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm from Crypt Garden. I think that's what it was called.
Crypt Garden. You know, I don't think I've rightly heard of that one.
Yeah, I didn't either until I got here. So
Lies.
I'm not lying.
Think further back.
Does Cry remember?
Are you going to try and work with the Stone of Galore to remember?
Oh god, I want to, but I don't want to. In front of Gigi. Yeah, Cry's gonna think back just a little bit, or else she's gonna try to think back just a little bit.
A little bit, huh?
She's just gonna try to just a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Galore feels you giving in
Oh,
just
fuck.
a little bit. Roll me a charisma save at disadvantage.
Laura Bailey, goddess of dice rolls. Please, I beg you, be with me in this moment.
A 20.
Ah, my god is good!
Cry, everything around you goes black.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're like weirdly floating in an empty space. Nothing really around you.
Oh my god, I died.
The voice of Galore kind of creeps in. Finally trying to find out who you are. This is the only reason I still let you keep me. I wanted you to know. I wanted you to actually feel all of the knowledge that you have before moving on to someone better. Do you remember your name?
Cry. She says that really confidently.
You feel this like immense pressure on you, and it's from this time it's from all around. It's not just in your head, but it's like the darkness is trying to crush you from all sides. No. And you feel a name come to your head.
Oh my god. My name's always been Cry. That's not... This is...
You're lying to yourself as well as to me now.
My name was Afka.
Yes, there you go. It took you long enough to actually accept it. Your surname? And you feel another name kind of like populate itself. It's like weirdly being written in fire in your head. The first and the last name.
Kvalson.
Yes. Do you remember the Sword Mountains? And like this vision of this clan in this mountainside on the edge of the water, north of Waterdeep. You kind of see yourself. It's like weirdly enough, you have this like ghost of Christmas past moment, and you're dragged down into this clan, and you see what you are sure of as yourself. You have long, wild gold hair and these green eyes, and you can feel it. It has to be your father.
Oh my god.
As a leader. You see him like covered in all of these like bear pelts and wolf pelts and things. He's got this large necklace on with these like teeth of all of these different things. But you also remember him just like, as strong as he was also very soft when it came to things of nature and things of the druidic path. But they were also very hard on you in their religious base. As you're standing there with your father, you see your mother. Remember her being a paladin. It was so weird, her coming to live here in a druidic clan. Paladin, a shield maiden to Chantea. You remember worshiping this goddess. Remember being happy. You remember riding out into the mountains alone.
No.
Quite a lot, honestly. Your father would worry for you. Your mother would encourage you to explore your independence, knowing that you'd be able to make it back. And you remember your horse. Another name burned into your head. White and black spotted. A draft horse. Large. Much larger than any of the other riding horses, but you never wanted any other horse.
Well, now.
When you were small, you remember riding out on a clear morning as you normally would. And you watched the wildlife. And the weather turned. It was a blizzard. Snow fell in all directions. You couldn't see anything. Normally, you had a great head for the direction you had gone, lots of practice with your father, but you quickly got lost, not knowing where you were going. You saw a small table in the wilderness, Snow's piling up around it, but it was like a beacon to you. A skeletal hand, carved in, reaching outwards, holding scales, carved into the center. You climbed underneath the table, trying to shelter yourself from the storm. And you shivered. And you thought, this is probably how you die. You awoke to whiteness and darkness, the sun barely poking through under you being buried in the snow. Only the table itself having protected you from above. Clawing your way out, you found your horse had died during the night. You sat and cried and remained at the altar. No idea where you were. A day passed during your mourning when you heard cries from across the hill, calling your name. And you stood up there at the base of the altar as your father and mother made their way over the last rise. You remember the look from your mother, anger, resentment, and your father, sadness. Your mother cast you out as a heretic, sleeping at the base of another altar, a different god, unacceptable. You tried to defend yourself, but your father, again with such sadness in his eyes, threw you off the edge of the bluff. You remember lying at the base, body broken, dying. With just a voice saying, "Do not cry." The vision recedes from you, and Galore once again speaks. "Been running for a long time. I think you'll find more answers when you go home. But this was the last thing that I could give you." And we snap back to being in the middle of the tavern. Cry, not a moment seeming to have passed. In front of you, Gigi still playing his lute, the same song, the same tune, looks up at you. And he sees you looking kind of far away past him. "You all right, lass?"
Cry is going to go to her room.
You guys watch as Cry turns from Gigi, not saying anything. He kind of gives her a look, and she goes up to her room.
Oh my god, Nim's in there. I can't have a freak out with Nim in there.
Do you go in the room?
Yeah.
Nim is sitting on the floor, and you note that with the tools that you've given him, it seems that the pieces become more polished, more intact. The tree looks more like a tree, and you see now that tiny little leaves have been carved into the nails that were twisted together. And he looks up at you, and he holds out the little apparatus.
This is so sweet. Cry's just gonna sit down with him and cry.
He just holds it out, but as you sit down, he moves it down to where it was. And you just sit in front of him and cry. Some time goes by, and eventually you hear a little and the song you once knew from the bird seems to be matched in harmonic tones from different birds from the new music sheet. And it plays through the whole song as it once did, but with the harmonies. And it ends in front of you. And Nim just stares.
She's gonna take it. She's gonna hold it so close to her. And I don't know how comforting a Nimblewright can be. But just kind of like lean into Nim and cry. And cry and cry and cry.
You lean in. And I think like the last thing that we probably see for Cry for this session right here is we have this one moment where Nim puts one mechanical arm around Cry as she's bundled up into him.
And everything's falling apart.
The world falls apart around Cry. And we go back to the rest of the group at the table.
Oh my god.
The night is becoming later and later, and many of the patrons that aren't staying here have started to find their way home. It's becoming quieter and quieter. GG is also wrapping up. He's playing slower and softer tunes. The rain that is not let up all day continues outside. What would you guys like to do?
I think Mina, a few cups into her drink, probably would have started flirting with Malia at this point.
Yes!
Can't wait. Let's do it.
How?
I think
this is very important.
Are you wearing your hat?
Yes.
Yeah. I think Mina would take a sip of wine and she'd adjust your hat on your head a little bit. And she'd go, you know, Malia, I've always appreciated your sense in fashion. You're just so exceptional.
It's natural, my dear. I know it must look that I've been trained in these arts, but they've come to me quite naturally.
What other arts are you natural in?
I'm gonna roll something. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
For whatever reason that charisma save was rolled, that's a 6.
Oh dear.
Oh no. So by now, Malia's a few drinks in. She would lean in and she would whisper something into Mina's ear. It's very saucy. It has to do about acrobatics.
Jesus.
I think Mina probably would have turned beet red. But also she would have said, well, I would like to see that sometime.
Maybe you will.
Is Varys still at the table?
Yeah,
Varys is under the table.
Varys is under the table, just kind of like a tennis match as they're going back and forth.
He's got some food under there.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Just like noticing this conversation and going back and forth between Mina and Malia. Just, what's happening? What? He's a very lost little boy.
Aw, it's so cute.
Cry ran off into a room. They're talking to each other, all getting really close to each other. And
Malia would stand up and she would say, "This is the perfect the song to dance to. Would you like to dance with me?"
Yes. Why, of course. Though I'm a little clumsy on my feet, you'll have to show me how.
Oh my god.
Follow my lead. And then
So you go over to GG.
Just gonna dance.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys just start dancing in the common area there, the tavern room. Again, it's much quieter now. But Gigi picks up the mood, and he plays a nice, slow tune for you. Lovely and lilting on the strings. Yeah, it's nice. And Malia walks you through the steps, Mina.
Yay, Mina's not very dexterous.
Malia would probably have learned a few court dances, so this would probably be a little bit on the fancy side of a dance. But she would keep it simple and easy to keep up with.
Sure.
She'll dip you.
I think there will be a little gasp. My dear, you are quite light on your feet and very nimble.
I know.
So cocky.
I love my moms.
Well.
I was gonna say Mina probably will take your hand and little kiss on the top.
Okay, don't worry about
And
it.
a little bow.
Okay. Malia will bow as well. She says, we'll have to dance again sometime soon.
That would be lovely. Shall we call it an evening?
Yes.
And then I think Mina will give her a kiss on the cheek and then go upstairs.
Aw. A very nice way to end a interesting night, to say the least. And I think, unless there's anything else that you guys really want to do, this is about where we end tonight's episode. So yeah, that was episode 18, the penultimate episode of DieFall Presents Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Holy frick, man, that was something else. Thank you guys so much for playing tonight. I super appreciate it. Let's do some shout outs, shall we? Let's start with No Dice Mike. Where can the people find you at?
There is so much going on. NoDiceMike.com is where you can find me and my stuff, and all my stuff on social media is also No Dice Mike. Currently, I am selling, if I can get it, these little characters. This is my zombie girl. I've got stickers and t-shirts of her and a little vampire girl. If you go to NoDiceMike.com and go to the store, you can pick yourself up those. They are going to be available until Halloween, so grab them while you can.
Excellent. Thank you. Stella! Where can the people find you at?
Hello, friends. I am Stella Luna here on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I do things of the artsy-fartsy kind and weird things of D&D. I like to do Pokemon D&D, sci-fi D&D, all that cool stuff. And I stream a little bit every day.
Awesome. Thank you. Dungeon Dame, where can the people find you at?
Hey guys, you can find me on Twitch at Dungeon_Dame. I paint miniatures, I do a little bit of digital art, I play video games, and I hang out on other people's channels and play Dungeons & Dragons. I'm also available on Twitter and Instagram at the same handle.
Awesome. Thank you. Bravo.
Okay.
Hi.
It's me. Bravo. That's with 5 R's. Sorry about that. But I am streaming, I have no schedule. I just do what I want. But I am doing Inktober this month for October. You can find that on my Instagram and my Twitter. They're both the same handle. That's Bravo with 5 R's. So yeah, come see me, hang out with me, give me the support I need after this day, because I'm gonna go take a nap, because this was a lot.
Thank you, Bravo. Hi, I'm RunawayRobot. It's my channel, so you probably figured all that shit out by now. Thank you for joining us on the penultimate episode. It is the penultimate episode. We're freaking ending this thing next time. One way or another, if I have to make you guys sit here for 8 hours, we're finishing this damn show. It's happening, okay? I'm about ready. We're gonna move on to cool stuff. For for this group, we will likely be back unless schedules and stuff get all weird for Dungeon of the Mad Mage or something else of that nature. I really enjoyed running this module, so I think we might try and do a different module as well. But yeah, for sure. So the next episode will be October 20th, chat. Write it down. October 20th. We are off next week because Bravo has work, and we are definitely not going to do the finale without her. So we're going to be back on 10/20, 4 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Keep that in mind. Now, other things that are coming up. Cyprus just ended. I know. Big sad face in chat. But that means Thursdays are going to turn into something else. Not this Thursday, but likely the Thursday afterwards. We're going to start doing a somewhat creepy short campaign. Maybe 3 to 4 episodes of something from Unknown Armies, which is a system that we have not yet utilized. And I started reading through it today on the DM Prep, so if you want to watch that VOD, it gets a little wild, a little quick. So it's going to be pretty good. If you guys want to join us over in the Discord and talk about the show, tell us your likes, your dislikes, your loves, your more loves, and what your favorite moment from tonight was, that would be super duper awesome. If you want to get caught up on things, head on over to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/RunawayRobot. You can find all the live play stuff. Or if you want the podcast format of that, you can do iTunes, SoundCloud, or Spotify, DieFall Dungeons & Dragons. And this episode will be up on both of those things probably tomorrow. But I think that's all of the announcement-based things that we have for today. So be here for the finale. And thank you again, cast. Super awesome. Thank you so much. We're in the home stretch, I think. So we'll see you on the 20th. All right, guys?